So then we entered the tombs to the place, got past some traps. I'm going back a couple sessions too to give the new guy some context. Went to the family tomb.
The kind of new guy.
The kind of new guy. Went through the family tomb, dodged some traps, went through a magic portal after disabling some sigils on the ground. Before we could go through the portal, we were attacked by this big old gobbledygook creature. Super easy to kill, foreshadowing. And went through the portal, which then took us to this realm of this dream realm. Covered the walls, floor, ceiling, everything was covered in ice. Ended up getting some items from our reflections. Went to this other room that was filled with fog that had the... was kind of like another little... hallucination, I guess you can call it, where we saw a young water genasi being attacked by wolves, being saved by a woodsman of some sorts, or I guess not of some sorts, he was a woodsman. He then, whatchamacallit, the woodsman supposedly died, or presumably, I guess you could say. Ended up finding what we can assume was his axe in a cabin that was protected by these ice dwarves. Got the axe, continued further on, found a giant wolf. Althea killed the wolf and got a branding of the wolf. Now we are in, pardon me, DM, I'm just going to open up the door so I can get a description on what this looks like. Yeah, this marbled and how did you like a nighttime sky?
It's not a nighttime sky; it's a daytime sky.
A daytime sky. I remember sky something. I just couldn't remember what time of day. A sky of some sorts. Gen, aka Sorvin, but Coldrick wouldn't know that. Inspected this, found out I was missing a pedestal, missing a grapefruit-sized crystal. We spent time discussing the size, which turned out to be being held aloft by this statue of I believe it was a dwarf. Seltris plucked it out. The statue came to life. Seltris rolled the gem over to Gen, where Gen put it in the thing, which then caused a small storm to spawn, which then these little wraithy dudes came in, and Gen kind of got completely ganged up on and ran back into the cathedral here, where he shut the door and ran and hid like a little bitch.
He defeated the statue. Yep. But somebody awoke the wraiths.
We won't mention Gen's name.
We won't be mentioning any names. Gen.
Are these wraiths flying?
Yes, but they're not flying very high. They are up against bashing at the door when we last left off. Meanwhile, somebody else. I need to add you to the initiative, so go ahead and roll initiative for me, Varsho.
Okay, give me a minute. That is a 22.
All right.
But heads up to everyone, I have an initiative of 9.
Meanwhile, Varsho, his party entered this same portal, one of the groups sent previously by Lady Indra Verso. They found themselves in a very different sort of nightmare. Not the realm of ice that you started in. And after some exploration, unfortunately, the other party members did die. And Varsho, after managing a rest, was the only one who made it to the stairs leading upwards So, Varsho, as you walk up the stairs in that twisted temple you are emerging from, the walls fall away, leading to a marble staircase floating in open sky. As you step higher and higher,
I see two frightening raves on the other side.
that is correct.
Okay, so yeah, Varsho's not gonna fight those things.
You see what looks like some kind of structure, and two, they are hooded figures, each carrying a large two-handed blade, one of which seems to be attempting to gouge their way through a closed door. And a slight bit of muffled voices comes from the other side of the door.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't know, no one will see his expression, but he is panicking because he did not expect to face trouble, so he's thinking quickly, okay. I should have also said I have a familiar, an owl familiar, which we can put later on, but in a moment, I'm going to cast I have no choice. I have to cast a very powerful spell to renovate this. I'm going to cast Major Image at 3rd level to create a sort of fake adventuring party right here to kind of like lure them away, because I don't want them to see me going this way. So instead, I want them to maybe get downstairs a little bit, not get noticed, and cast.
What are you creating with Major Image?
Like a group of 5 adventure, because it can be. Let me read about what Major Image does.
A creature or some other visible phenomenon that is no larger than a 20-foot cube.
Right. So I think cube.
Can't create sufficient heat or cold to cause damage. Sound loud enough to deal thunder damage, or a smell that might sicken a creature.
Yeah. Okay.
So it does say un-object creature or visible phenomena, so you wouldn't be able to create multiple. So you couldn't create a party, but you could create, I don't know, like a chimera or
maybe
small dragon. Actually, 20-foot cube, a large dragon.
Maybe I could create a diversion of a creature suddenly materializing and is caused like a dragon that is causing destruction. Maybe something that big and terrifying enough that would be more prioritizing. And then it's just going to move this way, like go further away as it just smash everything.
All right. So suddenly, a giant dragon appears and roars and then goes running off the other direction.
Yes.
Okay, one moment. Grab my Blade Wraith stats. They have to make intelligence saves. What's your spell save DC?
16.
Okay, so they're up against DC 16. Okay. So, well, you won't know the impact of that until they have turns.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go down below and just wait. Because I don't know what else to hide. I have to hide.
When you turn around, you can get a little further down, and then you see the stairs just drop off into that open sky.
Shit, I can't do anything. I just hope that's enough. Pray.
Hope and pray that that's enough. All right. Seltris. What would Seltris do? Go to Easter, I guess.
Just like to point out that I think he is watching the stream.
It doesn't mean I can't poke fun at him.
Yeah.
This is
Seltris will do something very in character and start doing a merry jig. That's what Seltris is known for, right?
Yeah.
Dancing in the face of danger.
I
feel like I know this character very, very well, and dancing in the face of danger is 100% the Seltris thing to do here.
I think anyone in that room would have also heard that sound of some draconic creature roaring.
Yes, you all heard a big roar outside. Just in time to wonder what the fuck else has gone wrong.
So Seltris proceeds to do the gritty after hearing this roar? What?
Yes, that's the obvious response. No, I don't.
Of course.
I'm still trying to think of what I should have Seltris do, because I'm suddenly in command of Seltris. Thanks,
happens.
Easter.
Thanks, Easter. The whole
So, guess Seltris. Well,
you could just hold a turn. Like he doesn't-
yeah, I think he's just gonna watch and observe for the moment because the door's still pinned, so I don't really know what's necessarily what's going to happen yet. Okay, so Seltris will wait. Maybe move to the side, hold an action in case. I mean, Althea and Kersaya have the door, so that'll make it Joya, who's gonna run up with the rest of you, but still keep her distance because she's still pretty beat up. Lindra will do much the same, peeking around the corner. One of the Blade Wraiths turns and goes charging after the quote-unquote dragon.
It is moving, so it's not just stationary. It would
Yeah.
move.
1 second, how far can you move your major image?
Oh. Again, this is a new thing. I'm not used to being a spellcaster, so... As the image changes location, as long as you're within 120 feet. So I
Okay.
could have commanded to keep going within the 120 feet.
Yes, so let's measure that out. Okay, so it's further down this way. So the Wraith is only most of the way to it, not all the way to it. Because you don't want to move it too fast, or it's going to immediately be,
Yeah.
like, out of sight, out of mind, you know?
Yeah.
Again.
I'm just... So, I heard this roaring sound.
Yeah.
What the bloody hell was that? I'd change my voice again, god dang it. And I'm just going to drink a potion of healing. I am hurt.
You really should consider having Gen go back to Sorvin's smoother accent that you were better at not losing.
Right, but that was an act. And ooh, I rolled 2 4s on the dice. 2d4 plus 2, correct?
Yeah.
Sweet. There we go. And that's just my turn. I'm just
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, they're just holding on to it.
And wondering confused why Seltris is dancing.
Karsaya kind of glances like, do we know what we're planning to do about this? I don't like the sound of that roar. And then another couple of slams against the door from the remaining Blade Wraith.
So it didn't get fooled.
I'm gonna need... One of them did not.
If I had, could I use my reaction? I have an ability that if it's an ability I have as a chrono mage as a reaction.
Momentary stasis?
Hold on. Chrono shift. As a reaction, after you or a creature within 30 feet makes a attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw, you can force the creature to re-roll. You make the decision after you see whether the roll succeeds or fails. The target
Okay,
must...
so let's wait until you see whether the roll succeeds or fails first.
Alright.
So Althea, give me a strength check.
Okay.
And it is with advantage because Karsaya is helping you with holding the door.
That would be 19.
Oh, and if you remember, the 3 priestesses have a... I'll probably have Joy be over here, actually. They have an effect similar to Spirit Guardians going on in between them in the triangle formed by the 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that if needed.
You get
So sorry, what did you say you got, Althea?
19.
19. Okay, that is a tie. And on a tie, nothing changes. So, Althea, it's your turn. Are you just going to keep holding the door?
So this-
I guess I'll just look to the group. What are we doing here?
come on.
Okay. Yeah. They're all just like, what are we doing? We heard a roar. We know there's these wraith things. Varsho, what about you?
Okay, so I noticed that one of the wraith wasn't fooled by the illusion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
I assume you're still moving the illusion.
Yes, I have to. But I'm going to try something. A little desperate. I need the creature to make me a Constitution saving throw.
What are you hitting it with?
It's an action of a spell called... let's see, what do I have? Momentary Stasis. As an action, you can magically force a large or smaller creature you can see within 60 feet of you to make a Constitution saving throw. Unless the saving throw is a success, the creature is encased in a field of magical energy until the end of your next turn, or until the creature takes any damage. While encased in this way, the creature is incapacitated, has a speed of 0.
Yeah, so you raise your hand, and with just a little quiet, magically inclined tick, 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 the wraith suddenly freezes in place.
Okay, I'm gonna then bolt to the door, like carefully going, hey, let me in! Let me in! The creature's momentarily incapacitated! Just open the door and let me in! I can lock the other door! I can lock this down! I scream. Not scream, but just like, hey, open the door! Open the door!
All right. Seltris will contemplate whether or not you should open the door. should we? Do we trust this voice? Who is it? Should we let him in? Well, I don't know, but we should get in position just in case. Right. They're getting to form a triangle that will cover the door. Another wraith.
Another or
It was chasing.
Oh, okay.
The other wraith is that's still chasing the illusion. Again.
Bloody hell, these things can speak. And I'm going to ready an action to throw a dagger.
Come on.
Karsai. Well, we don't know that. It might be someone else. We'll form a triangle, then we can let them in and ambush them, yes?
Right.
So she's going to move off to the side so that the triangle of the three of them is still swirling with those little, like, vaguely humanoid, like, pixie-like figures swirling about. And the Blade Wraith is going to go, I'm incapacitated.
That means I have to trust the only one at the bottom of the initiative.
Yep. So, Althea, are you going to let them open the door, or are you going to...
Does this voice sound trustworthy?
You know what? Normally I'd have you make an insight check, but since there's another PC and I do want to get y'all in the same room, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll pop it open and just like reach. Like if I can see him and reach him, I'm just gonna reach over and just grab him.
You look
Take him in
up
and
and
shove him.
you see him shoving his way past the wraith, which you can see is just locked in place, unmoving.
And the owl flies in behind me.
As you're pulling him in, and this owl swoops past you, Varsho, as you get pulled in, you see this elven woman pull you through. Alongside, you see what looks like a small swarm of about half a dozen ravens.
What?
And the frozen creature, as you're pulled through, as it gets to Varsho's turn again, you hear a tick 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 tick.
I immediately
and
cast...
it begins moving again, just in time for you to close the door again.
Would my action have gone off?
Yes, but if it does, it would free the creature from the temporal binding.
No, it has to be Oh, you can hit
If
the
it
creature.
if it takes damage, it also
Yeah.
ends momentary stasis. Well, but I mean, I guess its turn has already passed by, so I guess that wouldn't matter so much.
Yeah. It's ready.
So, again, you're gonna throw a knife?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw a knife.
You throwing it at the wraith or the guy?
I'm throwing it at the Wraith. I don't know who the guy is, but I know the Wraith is not good.
Fair enough.
That is a 16 plus 7. So
A 16 plus 7 hits.
all right, I figure it does. And so that will be a 1d. Oh no, what is my? I forget what my sneak attack is again. It's 2d6. So my sneak attack would go off, correct?
Because I'm right next to the creature, technically.
Yes, your sneak attack would go off.
Okay, well Althea's kitty corner to it too. That is going to be 14 points of psychic damage. So as the new guy walks in, he also sees this kind of a darkish purplish, reddish, I guess, spectral dagger just whiz past his face.
It hits into the wraith's shoulder for a moment and shatters. As it does, you hear a sound like a crashing of shattered glass as the wraith begins moving again, lunging to slash. Just in time for you to slam the door shut again.
And on my turn, I'm going to cast Arcane Lock. It is a second level spell that allows me to not only lock a door, but it becomes impassable.
Beyond that, as the door is closing, you do hear a sound in the distance.
Ooh.
Cool sound.
I think so. That is the scariest sound of thunder. And yet, somehow, when I hear the sound of thunder, there's a brief moment that Varsho gets a little distracted by the sound, but quickly, immediately, as a reaction, on the start of his turn, cast Arcane Lock. This will burn it'll burn a second level, but it makes the door then harder to break down. Much harder.
Yep.
So you watch as I slam on front of this column door, and numerous runes begin to sketch and inscribe into the very door itself, and create a large sound.
Yep. So the door is locked. They have no way to bypass that, so we will step out of initiative for the moment. When combat returns, we'll use the same rolls. Oh, that is not what I expected.
Thank you. Sweet mercy, thank you. Oh, Brunhilde, come here. And you watch this white feathered bird with blue tips feathers. Like, the edges of where the feathers of the wings are tipped with blue and are like striking lightning bolts, each of them. As the bird gently rises in my arm and I pet it very smoothly. It's okay, we are safe.
To be clear, for the sake of token making, it is otherwise just a white owl, right?
It is. I'm not gonna make it super art. I don't have an artwork for it. It's just a white owl.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab a white owl art off the internet.
You need to just make a white owl. It's just for flavor.
Yeah.
But he says, "Oh, thank God." He kind of looks around and says, sorry. Hello. Thanks for the opening the door. I really was wondering whether you were gonna do that or not.
Who in the bloody hills are you?
I'm sorry. Varsho's the name. Magically is my gimmick. Ah, dang it, I'm not very good at jokes. Sorry about that. Sorry.
Yeah,
But,
right.
Well, he's goofy enough not to smash right away, so that's a start.
Gen laughs.
Well, you must assume you heard of the frightening, almost draconic roar outside of this room,
Yeah,
right?
what the bloody hells was that?
Uh, that's me. Sorry. I created a very convincing illusion to scare or at least distract one of the other Reapers. Thus, you notice why there was only one outside your door. Good trick, right?
Yes, that's quite a good trick.
Rather clever.
You notice a couple of others that are in there with you, alongside the human man and elven woman that are talking, and the half elven man who's being uncharacteristically quiet. There is a halfling woman, a tiefling woman, and an elven woman, all of which are dressed in the raiments of the same priestesses from the Temple of the Water Lilies.
Wait.
So the trio looks like they are all something. What were you saying?
Sorry.
Sorry, like looking up, I can't remember the name of the goddess. They're all priestesses of Belladora.
Right. Oh, you guys, are you also mercenaries like me? Zert?
Something like that, I guess.
Oh,
we-
well.
We needed a favor from the High Priestess, and this was what she wanted us to do in return, so...
Oh, well, you guys seem to be very lucky. My group was definitely not lucky as you guys, trust me. They were having a hard time sleeping, getting their strength back, and oh god, that room. Snakes. Can you believe it? It was a freaking jungle filled with serpents. Abomination too. Like there was ones that had like a snake body that has multiple heads growing like a limbs of snakes. Like, can you imagine a human with arms and legs made of snakes? It was
Barely.
weird. It was that weird. And I know I'm making it sound a little macabre about the fact that I just recently lost a group. Trust me, I am going through a lot. But luckily, whew, you guys are lucky.
Well, speaking of resting, how long is that little trick with the door gonna last?
Oh, the door? Well, good news is it lasts until I dispel it. There is no time limit to it. Or concentration. So it can... Of course, it's so long as I'm conscious, mind you, which means if eventually I lose consciousness, or if I desire it, it can be closed. Or if a creature have other spells to go through it. But for now, we're momentarily safe, though. Is there another door through this room? I'm sorry. Your names? I should have asked those first. Sorry.
Haven't had time to check for a door, but I'm Althea.
You can call me
Yeah.
Gin. You can call me Gin.
Knife throwing guy. Right. Gotcha.
I am Seltris.
Ultras. Simple and clean. Like it.
My name is Kasea. I'm Alindra. Hi, nice to meet you. Joya Shademoon. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Pleasure to make your own acquaintance to be alive. I'm so sorry. I'm going through a lot.
I'm gonna walk up to Joya and I'm just gonna like lean down to her ear and I'm gonna be like, this guy talks a lot.
Hey, he does seem to. Sounds like nerves to me.
Right.
But anywho, so there's no other door, so that means, and he kind of points back, we gotta go through that door with Mr. Reaper.
Well, if we're doing that, I think some of us could use a break first.
Oh, okay, that's
To
fair.
to be fair, we've already hit our 3-a-day limit for short rests.
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
just saying I'm almost out of, or I am out of rages. And down to 32 hit points.
Yes, me and my sisters are nearly out of healing magic. We could do a few small ones, but anything major. She
Well,
shakes her head.
well, I can see. That's problematic. Alright, so I have a few things that could help. It's one of the reasons why I was able to. I mean, the other party, I kept telling them, hey, I have something that could help us, and they're like, nah, we don't need it, and it kind of ended up bad for them. But if you need like a very long rest, but you're concerned if you get ambushed, I have a little something that can be quite useful. Have any of you heard of Lehman's Tiny Hut?
Have I heard of Leomin's tiny hut? I'm assuming
No.
Leomin is a wizard.
Not.
You just call it Tiny Hut. It's fine.
Tiny Hut, sorry. Have you heard of my Tiny Hut?
Nope.
Right, sorry. I should have been more explanation about it. I create a 10-foot radius immovable dome of force spring into existence, and I can select up to 9 creatures, including myself, inside of it. I can last the spell for 8 hours, and during that time, no creature can enter the dome, which means none can attack you while you're in it. Of course, I cannot leave the dome myself, nor any spells or magic can pass through this dome either. That goes both ways, so I'm afraid to tell you that it's not a useful attack them while in the safety of a dome bubble kind of situation. Sorry. But,
Right. Varsho was it? Varsho was it?
Yep, that's my name. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't plan on it. We're in a bit of a dream world here. As a magic user, esteemed as yourself, what will happen if we fall asleep in this here dream realm?
Can I make an arcane or religions check to understand the concept of that?
I would say yes. You've already got some experience in here, so it would be an Arcana.
Ooh, that's a 23. That's a 15 plus 8.
All of the time you've spent in this nightmare realm, you have felt this sense of festering disquiet in the back of your mind. It's subtle that you don't really notice it most of the time unless it's gone. It's the reason that you and your companions in the last nightmare were unable to rest until you were able to find a specific safe room in which that feeling of disquiet was freed from you. You think even if you put up the dome, if you tried to rest here, you would not be able to.
But do I get the sense this room is safe-ish, like the one I felt before, or...
You do not have that same feeling of safety. They seem to be almost designated rooms.
Right.
Or designed rooms for rest.
Right. Okay. So, yeah, there might be some issues with my explanations earlier on. I get the feeling this room is not the ideal safety room, like the one I've been here before. I have a bit of experience of what's safe and not, but nah, this room is not a safe place at all. That would mean, in logic, we need to deal with the Reapers first off. I think I got rid of one of them, but it won't be full forever. Eventually, after, how long is the concentration on that major image? It's about 10 minutes. So, wait, hold on. Yeah, 10 minutes. So how long has this been, technically, after that initiative situation?
Well, you can hear the other Reaper has returned and is banging on the door.
Well, shit.
The illusion may still exist, but in the time you've been conversing, it had enough time to get to it, dab it, realize it was an illusion, and then return.
Right, got it. Right. Well, ain't that be called a donkey's issues? Alright, so, yeah, we're gonna have to deal with them. Sad. Bit of a sad situation, but it is what it is. I can't do much more than that.
Alright.
So, I have means that can help. mind you, if you want powerful magic, I can. I
Oh,
can.
but magic sounds like it might help here.
Well, I have a few suggestions. I have what do I have? I have one called I can create a cone of sorts of pulse wave that could be quite devastating. Require some con save, but useful. Or
You have a means of slowing these things down.
I think I could, yes. No, I didn't prepare for that kind of spell, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I can do something else, though. Like, I can cast invisibility to make someone sneaky. I can cast other things, like entanglement them.
Not
And
sure
also,
that's gonna help. These things fly, if you haven't noticed.
well, yes, but it can restrain them. They seem to be more. I saw them, and they don't seem to be flying. It's more of hovering at a certain distance, which means I could momentarily restrain them. Although they are wraith, I felt like it was almost like trance. Like when I went through that wraith, did it felt like it was solid, or
You had to go around it. It was solid enough that you couldn't just walk through it.
right? So it was solid enough, so it can be restrained. And what else can I do? I can also Thunder Wave.
So maybe we just step back and prepare an ambush?
Well,
Sure.
I can do one more thing. It seems by this point my illusion has done its service, and I snap my finger to end it. I can call one more ally for us. And I bring out a gilded gold skull. Now, don't be surprised or scared, but it's gonna be quite useful. And I'm gonna cast my other second slot for my third level to cast Summon Undead.
Yeah.
And watch as the head begins to float on its own and materialize with a thick of fog and thunderstorms to give a sort of corporeal form of a ghostly woman. So, this creature has a hit points of 30, plus an armor class plus the level it was, and also all that. So,
Is there any particular vibe to this ghostly woman? I need to make a token for this now, too. Or just a ghostly woman?
it can be whatever you want. I'm not gonna keep.
Just looking for... Just grabbing art real quick.
So we have now have a total of more than just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now 8. It is burning a lot, but we're gonna need every help we can.
Giant woman.
Giant woman.
Alright, well, unless you want to be in melee range, you might want to jump to the back of the room, or further back.
Unless you have a different name for her, I'm just going to call her Ghostly Woman.
Gen's gonna just turn around and walk away, and he's gonna have a smile on his face, and gonna take note of that gilded skull and what happened with it.
Okay, she's gonna move here, so she could be the diversionary. Actually, no, she has a special ability. She can go through wall. So, like, she could come if necessary. But, yeah. Actually, I'm gonna have to be here because I need to see. Actually, I'm gonna put her here. And what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna wait for one of you guys to open the door, and let's see. No, I can't cast Entanglement. I was wrong. Shit. I'm gonna have to do the old classic Fireball then.
Alright, so what is exactly our plan here then? Some of us
Unlock
are
the
in.
door and
Some of us
hold
are
an
in
action to hit whatever comes through.
some of us are in a somewhat less healthy state than others.
Don't worry.
So, Seltris and Joya should stay further back, I think. We can stay in the middle. And the ghosts and Althea up front. Althea, how are you doing?
Not great, but I have ways of staying standing a little longer.
Alright.
Worse. If the ghost ends, I can do something.
If you we have a little bit of healing magic left. If somebody drops, we will use it to help them before it gets too severe.
Althea should be fine. And I'm going to cast a second level healing word on her.
Thank you.
So-
Immediately, she's going to look over it. That is the kind of magic we was talking about how we should hold on to.
I'm good. Don't you mind.
All right.
And you're going to get a total of 9. Wait, yeah. 4
I feel
plus 4.
9 better.
Yep, 9.
Alright. I'm going to momentarily suppress the arcane spell and prepare to cast a fireball.
Wait,
Wait.
can you move the ghost back a little?
Sure. Okay.
So that if it does, that way it can come in one and we can get me and the... Can I get flanking with a swarm?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, well.
And I'm going to hold an action for when it opens and it steps in.
Okay. So everybody, I assume, is going to hold an action of some kind.
Yeah, you know mine.
All right.
Chromatic orb from the Ashen Journal.
Yep. You can see both Karsaya and Alindra preparing spells. Joy is just kind of chilling, because she only has melee abilities, but her hit points are low. Seltris will prime his returning dart, and Varsho, yours is the fireball.
Yes.
Okay. Then we are going to treat this kind of like a surprise round, since everybody has a held action here. So we're just going to go down the initiative and trigger everybody's held action as the door opens. This one's early in initiative, so it will be lunging forward. As the door opens. The only problem with your held... Oh, well, I guess you're probably going to toss Fireball before they can move, the moment the door opens. So you'll toss your Fireball out the door, or we don't need to mark it down. We can assume you shoot it behind them, right?
Yeah. So they must make a
so
dex
go ahead.
save.
Yeah, dex save, DC 16. 1 pass, 1 fail. Go ahead and give me damage.
Actually, that one must re-roll, as I'll use my reaction to force it to do another roll.
That would be exactly a 16.
Shit. Oh well. At least it was something. 22 points of fire damage. Not my best.
Not his best.
So, the moment the door opens, you see your new friend just this little mote of flame whip past the ghostly woman out the door and explode behind them, lighting things up.
I think
And
the ghost...
that one's going to move in, so everybody can do their stuff. So, the ghostly woman, I think, would be next.
Indeed. So, her attack roll, I must check it because this is a summon undead. Her attack roll should be with let's see. So it can't do.
It attacks with your spell modifier.
Yes. So it would be a spell modifier. Sorry. So it would be a +8 to hit. So
Yeah.
D20,
Yes.
So +8. That's a miss.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not bad. Try.
Swipes at it, but the wraith kind of twists out of the way for a moment, which would leave it Seltris, who will make 2 throws with the dart. Yeah, those will both hit. A total of 17 damage between the two. Joy, I can't do anything, but Alindra will use her cantrip, her Sacred Flame. For more, so sudden bolt of radiant damage strikes it from above. Again, rip out your pages.
Yep, and that's probably gonna miss.
Yes.
Oh yeah. 6 + 7.
15. The orb crashes into the wall next to the wraith rather than striking home.
Yep.
Ooh.
Karsaya will use her only damaging cantrip, which is Toll the Dead, which does seem to hit, but is of somewhat limited effect, as they do appear to resist necrotic damage. That makes it the other wraith. Let's give them Althea.
Take a bite.
You would know that you probably couldn't get health off of this. It doesn't. Looks like it probably doesn't have blood.
Well, then I would swing with Star Crash. Damn it.
It does not appear to have blood, so biting it with a vampiric bite will not do much for you.
Yep. 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, and I'm also going to use... I believe I couldn't mark one charge, so I have one left.
Yeah.
Yesterday, or last week. So I'm going to use that one to knock this fucker to the ground when I hit it with 14 damage.
You knock that fucker to the ground.
Fuck yeah. And I'll just spin the hammer around and bring it right down on his head.
Yeah.
Well, we were doing hold actions, so just one, right? Or no, it is
Oh.
2.
No, with a held action, it is just a single attack.
Oh, damn it.
You're right.
Does Selchers do something as a hold action?
Yeah, Selchus threw his dagger.
Okay. That's...
Well, it's dart.
His dart. Although I actually gave him 2 attacks without remembering that that's how hold action works. So, fuck it. Go ahead, Althea. In the sake of fairness.
Good. Because that was a nat 20.
Cool.
What?
Oh, I was like, I tried DM.
That's fine.
Remember DM.
It's fine.
And
You
I
guys
rolled
are in a way worse situation than you think you are, so...
Yeah, and I rolled a 7, so 7 plus 12 is 21, plus 6 is 27 damage.
Okay.
Coming down
So
on
you
his...
bring it down the hammer, crash it down, knocking it down to the ground, then twirl the hammer around and crash it down a second time.
Okay.
All right. That brings us back to Varsho.
Alright, I'm going to target the one that's on the other side. Right here.
Okay. Yep.
It needs to make me an intelligence saving throw.
What are you casting?
Tasha's Mind Whip.
Okay. Yeah, that's 6. Rolled real bad.
It takes 13 points of psychic damage, and until on a fail, it can't take a reaction until the end of its next turn. Moreover, on its next turn, it must choose whether to get a move, an action, or a bonus action. It can only get one of the 3. So that means if it moves into the room, it can only do that.
Yep. It's a good spell.
It is a costly one right now, but it is. So that's mine, but that's also now the ghost turn.
Yep.
It's going to go after the prone one.
So it'd have advantage.
So
Oh, did my ravens get a hit?
Oh, yeah. Sure.
We can do it after real quick. That's fine.
15 plus 8 is a 22.
A 22
Wait.
would hit.
Wait, no, 23. I don't know why I just said.
A 22 would hit, so a 23 misses. No, I'm kidding.
So let's see. This would be, let's see. What it does is a deathly touch, and it must make a wisdom saving throw. Also,
It will not make a wisdom saving throw, as it is immune to fear.
damn it. Well, I tried.
But it should be 1d8 plus 5 necrotic damage, right?
So it is. Give me a moment. It's 1d8 plus 3 plus the spell level. So 6.
Yes, sorry. So plus 6, yeah, because 3rd level. Yep.
Okay, that is 8. That means it is plus 6. It is 14.
Yep, it looks like it is not as effective as it could be.
But it's better than nothing.
Yep.
So I'm gonna stay a little bit. I'd rather not be so crowded.
Right. Althea, you want to go ahead and attack with your familiars?
Okay. That'll be 14 to hit.
Does not hit. Okay.
Oh,
Ow.
Seltris is up again, so he'll do some knifey knife throwing. That is going to be a hit and a miss. For 10 points of damage. Joya will hang out. And then it will make a save against Alindra, which fails, and it gets hit by another bolt of radiant light for 9 points of damage. As this second bolt of radiant light hits it, it lets out a cry as it is destroyed.
Oh!
Again.
I'm going to throw a psychic dagger at it.
What's the range on those?
60 feet.
Oh, for some reason I thought it was 30.
Nope, 60 feet.
All right.
First one misses, so bonus action, throw a second one. That also misses.
Oh boy.
Not rolling hot tonight.
Persaya will go for her spell. Which does a little bit of damage to it because necrotic resistance. And then on its turn, having limited actions, it is going to opt to close the door.
Wow. Wow. Was that a movement or an action?
It's an interaction.
That's a shocker.
They're not completely unintelligent.
True. That's a fair point. Well then, I guess it's Athea's turn.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah, Althea, you're up.
This thing opens inward, right?
Yes, it does.
So I'll just yank it back open.
Well, 1 sec. I'm gonna temporary lock it for the moment, so you don't keep doing that, because that would be an opposed strength check,
Oh wow.
as it's attempting to hold the door closed.
Wow.
Well, beat a 21, little fucker.
It did not. So you yank the door open. But doing so because of the opposed strength check, there would be an action.
Damn.
Yes. Just opening a door is one thing, but opening a door that is contested requires a skill check, and as such takes an action.
What a
Right.
tricky.
Mm,
Athea, can you move behind, like in front of it? I have a plan. If you trust me.
looking for something I can do.
If
That's an action.
I don't think there's much you can do.
Yeah, there isn't.
Can you like move in front of it? Trust me.
Varsho yells for you to move in front of it. What do you do?
I move in front of it.
Okay. Varsho, let's see
I
this
get-
plan of yours.
First, command the ghost to go behind, and you watch as it goes through the walls.
The ghost moves on your initiative after your turn.
Oh, okay. Well, let me do my thing first then.
Yeah.
I am so sorry. Well, I have very limited usage. I have to sparingly chose not to use another spell slot. Instead, I'll just do a classic firebolt, which is a 25.
A 25 will hit.
It takes a total of 10 fire damage.
Okay.
Oof.
And then, if I'm guessing your intention's right, the ghost floats right through the wall, probably trying to stay out of getting into attack opportunity range, and goes behind it, correct?
Correct. That means it's flank.
All right.
So I have to roll 2d20s plus 8. I must remember that. That is a 19 plus... Yeah, it's a hit. And it's a definite hit.
All right.
So it takes half of damage, I assume. Because
Yep.
it does. So it takes only 6. So it's 8, but half to 4 damage.
All right. 4 damage. Is that it for your
But-
turn?
That is for my turn.
All right.
Holy-
Seltris is going to fling 2 daggers. One of them is going to hit. One is going to miss. Does another little bit of damage. It makes the save against Alindra's next beam of holy light. Again.
I'm gonna throw a dagger at it. I just grab one of my spectral daggers that is floating in front of me. That is going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay, my sneak attack goes off, and I'm going to pump in a Bardic Inspiration for this. So that's another 2d6 for a grand total of 5d6 damage.
For what? Which Bardic Inspiration?
Oh, my Bardic Inspiration for my to pump extra psychic blades.
Oh, right.
Okay.
So let's see. I rolled nothing less than a 4, so that's 10. That's 19. And that is going to be 23 psychic damage.
Okay. Gen suddenly dies. No, I'm kidding.
Bonus action. Gonna grab another one of the spectral daggers flying in front of me and fling that one too. And,
Okay.
Oh, does a crap? What is that? Does a 16 hit?
A 16 does not hit. No.
Oh,
Oh,
misses?
boy.
Dang.
16 misses.
All right then. Well then, that's my turn. Big hit.
All
Big
right.
hit.
It fails against Karsias, but is still resistant, so that's going to make it its turn. And it is going to unleash a flurry of blows against Althea.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Not a literal monk flurry of blows, but it has multi-attack with 3 attacks.
Jeez.
So that is a 10, a 22, and a natural 20.
I'll change the last one, my last reaction, to re-roll that nat 20.
That becomes a 19. So a
Well,
10,
well,
a
the last
19, and a 22.
I'm
The last
sorry.
2 hit.
Okay. Hey, it's at least it's not a crit, right?
Right.
Mhm.
All right. And it is going to... the first attack does 14 points of damage. The second does 8 points of damage, and it's going to trigger its Deathbringer ability to pump some necrotic damage into that second hit. So you take an additional 17 points of necrotic damage and make a
Ooh.
Constitution saving throw.
Don't have any.
Hold on, what's the total so far? 22 plus...
31.
Jesus. I'm sorry.
And then make a... sorry, did I say con save? I meant a wisdom save.
Oh, fuck. Because I'm great at those. Ew. 5.
And you are frightened.
Jesus.
Shit. I knew I should have pulled out the other sword. See why I don't throw shit away?
Althea, it is now your turn.
Okay, so I just can't move closer.
But
I can still
because
hit it,
Yeah.
but with disadvantage, right?
you
But-
would, but
It'd be a flat roll.
It would be a flat roll because you're flanking, or theoretically, if you want advantage, you could drop your hammer as a free action, then as your object interaction, draw the Blade of House of Brogan, which would grant you immunity to fear.
That's true.
I mean, can you just swap weapons?
Yeah, dropping an item costs no action, so you could just drop the hammer, draw the Blade of House Brogan, and become fearless.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
All right. I thought you might.
I did use all the charges on Star Crash anyway, so.
Yep.
And then I'm going to swing for the fences.
Swing away.
Come on. 18.
18. That is a hit. Roll for damage.
Ooh, boy, these
Alright.
creatures had a lot.
11.
Almost a whispering sing through the air as the blade swings. This blade, that from what you've seen was almost made to slay ghostly creatures, as it slashes the wraith in two. And the wraith vanishes. But you notice around you, as the door is open, that things are just a little bit different than they were a moment before. Give me just one moment to show you just how different things are.
I need a short rest too.
Oh. Shoot, never mind. The sky darkens with a storm. I have another map for it, but I realize that there's an error with that map, and I'm gonna have to fix that. So I'll do that later.
Okay.
Oh, quick question. The I don't know if it was an illusion or what, but we had a day cycle in here.
No, not from what you've seen.
Like I thought. Didn't the light outside go from dark to light or some shit like that?
No, it's getting darker, and you can see that it's getting darker because there is a gathering storm.
Oh,
No, before.
Well, no.
Oh.
Very
Because
concerning.
I thought you said the sky changed when the things came.
Yes, that was when it started darkening.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did it ever?
storm-
Just
Once you unleash the wraiths, that's when the storm started gathering.
Oh, okay.
but we're out of
Damn it.
combat then?
Yep. You are out of combat. Those wraiths have been defeated.
Whoo! Way to go, guys! And I hope you're alright, Althea. That looked really painful.
Yeah, Althea's gonna take a knee over here.
I think the ghost kind of like moves in and tries to like pat, but doesn't try to touch you because its touch is too dangerous. So doing pat.
The ghost is attempting to comfort you.
I just blow at it like, go away.
I mean, it can last for an hour if I keep concentrating. But, well, good news is now we can leave this room. Hello? If I were just to ask a small favor, I need a bit of a short rest. I kind of burned most of my spells in that fight, and I just need to recharge myself to, if a case such a situation happens again, get a better chance. Or,
Yes, we could benefit from such a thing as well.
Right. Should we?
If you remember the sisters skipped one of the short rests you took.
Right. Should we head back down towards that cabin we found earlier?
or I could try something. I have an idea. Was familiar with the room of where I was, the safety zone. If I could try to find a place that seems safer, that will have that safe feeling for us, would that be more beneficial to everyone?
I think that was one of the rooms she was talking about.
That's why again asked if we should head down towards the cabin.
Yes, we encountered previously a room like a cabin that gave the kind of feeling you described of calm.
Okay, well, I will guide the way. I think
You head outside and you look at the stairs and see that the stairs that would have led you back into the icy nightmare simply terminate with a drop off into the sky.
Oh, that's very...
Well, it seems that we can't return to a nightmare once we leave it, then.
Right. Hey, Varsho.
Yes?
We encountered a bit of a gem that once I put in that pedestal over there and I ping the pedestal, it appears as what summoned those wraiths. I'm not magically inclined. Could you check it out for us?
Of course. I have also a spell for this very moment called Identify. Can I identify what this weird structure
Are you
was?
gonna spend the spell slot, or are you gonna ritually cast?
I'll have to ritually cast because I only have it as a ritual caster.
Okay, so between the two, between the short rest and that, you guys are gonna spend about 20 minutes in this room. Is that okay with everybody?
Yes. Also now, because of that, as a wizard, I can regain back 3 spell slots. Arcane Recovery.
Yeah. You can take a short rest, and
Okay.
the girls can also benefit from a short rest,
It's
which would be good.
arcane rest or whatever it is. It's you get up to 3 levels of a spell slot. So it's either 3 level 1s, a level 2 and a level 1, or a level 3 spell slot, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, up to a combined level of 3. So can be 100. Well, that's kind of
So you can
Gotcha.
get more smaller ones, or you can get one bigger one. Or you can get a second and a first.
I didn't use most of my first levels and the second spells either, so I have to regain back only 1/3 slot. Because if we need another helm,
That's another fireball.
yeah.
Or something else.
Well, that means I have to be very careful. Kind of pushing. But it's all I can do. Righty. Do I also learn what it was that they kind of mess with?
It is a gemstone, and it is about the size of, I don't know. Again, what size would you say it is?
It was a grapefruit.
It is about the size of a grapefruit. It is a yellow crystal, and the your identification does not identify any properties of it, only that it is called the Noonstone.
The Noonstone. Do I need to make an art?
When he put it on the pedestal, that's what triggered the wraiths to appear.
Huh. Can I try an arcane check to understand what was the design for this Noonstone upon this pedestal?
Well, it was not originally on that pedestal. It was originally in the grasp of a statue. They took it from the statue and put it on the pedestal, and then the wraiths showed up.
Right. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out though was that designed to be a trap, or was that I'm trying to understand what.
I don't think you have enough information yet to come to a conclusion.
Right. Okay. Well, I'll just tell everyone. Well, here's an interesting thing. The little stone you guys found and placed it on this. What was it? Chalice or
Pedestal.
pedestal? My bad. It was called a Noonstone. Apparently, when you place it upon this pedestal, is what causes the wraith to materialize. It's just
Well, I mean, other than the name, we kind of figured that out.
What? I'm sorry. What is interesting is about the name, the Noonstone. What if there are other stones that would correlate with the time of day? This is just a theory, though. I have no real answer or clue.
Is it actually noon, like Noon?
Where you are? Yeah.
Oh, no, I meant like the stone. Was it actually Noon? Because I was thinking like Nune.
No, yes, Noon, Noonstone.
Okay. All right. Hey, good catch there.
Although the time of day is kind of hard to see with the storm above you now.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
I mean, I'm kind of guessing there's more to it, since there's another pedestal way the fuck over there.
Alright. Do I feel like I can remove the Noonstone from this pedestal, or does this feel like a bad idea?
You could probably remove it at this point.
Alright, I will remove the thing from the pedestal and have it in my person for the time being. Said, well, I think maybe next time when you find another stone, we have to first make certain of what each of their properties can do before going willy-nilly with them.
Listen,
Okay.
I thought it was going to deactivate the golem that was in the church.
Okay.
I fixed the issue I was having with the storm map.
Alright.
Other thing you notice as the storm shifts through and grows darker,
Oh.
you begin to see
Move
bodies.
myself back to where I was.
Oh. Oh no. Oh no.
Some people got fucked up around here.
Were they here?
They were not here previously to the storm, and suddenly in a blinding crash of lightning as the storm reaches its darkest peak, suddenly there are bloodstains and bodies all over this previously clean and pristine marble floor.
Do I recognize
I'm gonna go check out this dude over here.
some of these
I'm gonna go to
bodies?
this one over here.
Make an investigation check.
Okay, investigation check.
Well, I was talking to the other two. You don't recognize the bodies.
Okay, yeah. Sorry. I rolled a 20.
Yeah, you look at them. One that you find seems to be of a dwarf. Another is of a blonde-haired elven man. There's only so many, what's it called? Dead body stamps on the map-making tool, so they might not necessarily match the descriptions.
Right. No, it's okay. But is there anything unusual about their bodies?
There isn't for you, or for Althea, who's looking at the elf. Again, the dwarf looks a little familiar to you.
Did you see? I rolled for my investigation. I rolled a 14 plus 7, so 20.
Very familiar to you. Looks very similar to a statue you were just fighting not long ago.
What? This...
This guy kind of looks like that statue we fought in that church.
What?
And then I start.
I don't recognize this guy.
Do I? When I'm looking through his pockets, does he have any wounds?
He is riddled with claw marks.
Claw marks. Wait, so you're saying that in the room we were in, there was a statue of the man that's now right over there?
Could be nothing more than a coincidence.
Oh no. This is the dreamscape. I'm getting that feeling that somehow these bodies are correlated with this dimension. I need
I'm
more
getting the
facts.
feeling this family's dreams make no goddamn sense.
Do I find
Althea's
anything
just
in
frustrated
this
with the
guy's?
whole puzzle shit.
Do I find anything in his pockets?
No.
Okay. Well, I think for now, let's just go find this camp room that I think one of the priestess spoke about to get your rest.
I'm just gonna walk up past Varsho and I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, you first, mate," and just keep walking. As I would have nudged down below.
I look to the girls. Wilma, I think they want me to test the deep water, I assume.
So the ghost and Wilma?
Yes!
Very well. Wilma it is.
I'm not used to this.
No, it's all good. I just naming the ghost icon.
I know, it's just like
Miss chance to call yourself Fred Flintstone.
Wilma! Okay, let's continue. Alright, I'm done.
Althea's gonna head this way, I guess.
Alright.
Okay. I'm just gonna...
Remember, when you're moving your tokens, those of you who have pets and familiars, remember to move your familiars along with you.
I was getting there.
Do that.
As I'm walking past this elfish body, does her face look familiar to me?
His and no.
Oh, no, his. Sorry, I thought you described it as a female earlier.
Just
Nope.
gonna move here. I'm just gonna wait for everybody to do the thing. Guess I could cast Detect Magic as an action. So Let me see. Detect magic. It's a. Well, maybe not now. I don't think. I mean, it's 10. I could last up to 10 minutes just to get an understanding of the dream world.
I'm gonna say you know that that detect magic is only somewhat dependable in this place. The rules of magic seem to be somewhat superseded by the rules of the dream.
Right.
You could certainly try, but just because something has what would certainly be considered a magical effect in the physical world, it might not be considered magical here. It'd just be part of the dream.
Right. Part of the dream, part of the crew. Sorry, I'm thinking about the Davy Jones. Well, lead the way, lead the way.
Althea will just kind of poke this dead guy to make sure he's actually dead with her toe.
The dead guy does not move. He does appear to, in fact, be dead.
Jesus.
Then I'll go check out this door.
I may be a bit late to the party and was kind of a bit distracted, but whose dream is this? Because if we are in a dream world, that means this is somebody's dream, right?
As far as we can gather, that it's part of the Verso family's dream.
We're not sure whose dream this one is yet.
Right.
They appear to be a collective.
Yes, the last one was someone, probably someone who encountered wolves as a child. Wolves in winter seem to be at the heart of their nightmare.
And whose body is this that we're next to?
As you pass by, you see what looks like a Goliath warrior.
I'm gonna rifle through everybody's pockets when I pass their bodies.
You will never find anything on any of them.
This is a dream world.
It's
They
just
don't
something,
have dream
it's
pockets.
something Gen would do.
100%, 100%. I'm just letting you know so we don't have to cover it every time.
Right.
Got it. Got it. So, like, then, do you surmise these people are related to the dreamer, then? Might.
Yes, from the understanding that I have, at least, it is the priestess's family that has been cursed. So Lady Indra's, probably her parents and siblings or cousins or the like, are the various dreamers behind the various dreams. Yes.
Hey, got it. I see something though, as I kind of point out from this distance. Like, do you guys see that? Shit, no, that's. Oh, sorry, I'm a little.
What are you pointing at?
There, there's something in the distance. That a weird shape.
It looks like a treasure chest sitting on a pedestal.
Ooh.
That's a trap. If I ever saw one.
The past experiences that I have is things out in the open, what we liked in the business call a honeypot.
Honeypot.
Sort of like a pedestal with room for a gem.
Yeah, a bit like that.
Okay, so a pedestal, the Noonstone, and a treasure chest. So far, some hints, along with corpses.
Well, don't forget, I also pointed out another pedestal up this way.
Oh, I don't see it, but alright, I will keep
Earlier.
that. Got it. So, are we opening that door?
You can also, as you're coming around this corner, at least I think Elf. Actually, I don't know who has. No, never mind. I think it's Seltris who has that line of sight. Actually, Seltris points out that there seems to be another pedestal up this way.
That's the one that Althea was.
That's the one I pointed at.
Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry, I thought you were pointing at a different
when
one.
Althea was like down here.
Nope, yep, never mind. I'm foolish. Continue.
Sorry.
Can
I'm
I just
still waiting to check out.
really
door.
quickly just grab?
It is a door. It's not too dissimilar from the stone door that you opened to that temple previously.
Sorry, what was Gen doing?
Do you want me to open that door for you?
Can I just
I
take
was waiting for
a
Gen here.
I'm trying to find my inventory here. I'm just gonna take a single gold coin and just drop it off the edge and see if I can't hear a clink.
Okay. You take a single gold coin. You drop it off of the edge. As you lean over the edge, you do feel a powerful whipping wind. Brunhilde and Wilma have had to follow the path rather than just float over the gaps because of it. You see the coin just vanish off into distant clouds before you lose sight of it.
Ugh. Somewhere in the dream now, there's a gold coin lost in it. I hope that doesn't have an effect on that person.
Okay.
Greed can be a bit bad in the mind.
I'm gonna peek through the door.
All right. You go ahead and open the door. Inside the door, you see a statue of an elven man in robes holding a staff in one hand. The tip of the staff holds a dark blue circular crystal. The crystal's about grapefruit-sized.
Oh boy.
I turn to everyone and go, nobody touch the crystal.
Alright, well, would you like me to... Well, was this the room that was the safety room, or no?
No, that
Does
was.
it look like it?
Okay,
We
Can
can't
I-
get back to
statue
we
of-
can't get
sorry.
we
Yeah.
can't get back to the safe room. It was on a previous floor that we apparently cannot return to.
Right, sorry.
But this looks like the statue that we took the other crystal from, and it came to life and tried to kill us. And we're not prepared for that.
Can I identify the statue or the staff?
Yeah,
I'll
are you gonna
touch-
take you're gonna take 10 minutes?
I have to.
Is the party okay with that?
I'm fine.
I know it's...
Gen's
I
just
suppose.
gonna go and look at
you know
this
what?
body here.
I am going to cast it. I'm going to use an action, yes, to cast on... Not to waste people's time. Because I know where...
I mean, we can
I'm
fast
trying-
forward 10 minutes.
I'll cast it immediately. As an action.
Okay. On the crystal or the statue?
God. I can... let's see. Does the identify target only one thing, or can it target
One thing.
Shit. I'll cast it
casting.
on... I'll try the staff first. With the
Okay.
crystal.
The crystal. You identify that crystal as the Dusk Stone.
Oh. Well. The time begins to become more obvious. The staff here is called a dusk stone. We got the noon, and now we got dusk.
Okay.
I mean, there's a pattern here.
Well, we should still go find the safe room before we deal with it.
Let me try casting another identify on the statue. This might be taking a bit of time.
Yes. Sure, you're not gonna need that magic for later.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'm just... You guys told me that the statue comes alive when you take the items, and that's peculiar.
And you said this was a blue gem?
A black gem.
This one is a dark blue gem.
Oh, dark blue gem. My apologies. So, alright, so... If you guys don't feel like it, we can just keep going. I'd rather not risk your lives. But we'll have to remember this room. I feel like these stones are very important. Because...
Yep.
Does this statue look like the elven man's body that we passed earlier?
It does.
Oh, okay. What happens if... This is another weird theory that I'm asking, but what if we give the bodies the stones? Because if these stones were correlate from these statues, would that mean then if we give the bodies the stone?
DM, what's the body that I'm next to currently?
That appears to be the dwarf again.
The dwarf again? Oh, so it's not a constant repeat, like infinite. It seems to involve the bodies, so... Okay. Like, Varsh kind of goes to theory mode. So, that means we gotta think. There's noon, dusk. That means then there's day and dawn. That means there will be likely two more statues or two more bodies that we must be remembering.
Since while I'm over here, can I look to see if this has the exact same, like claw marks in it as the first dwarf body?
Make an investigation check.
Ooh,
DM.
18 plus 7, 25. Or no.
As far as you can tell, yes, they look like the exact same claw marks and fatal wounds.
Can I move closer near Gin and bring out the dusk stone and see if there's any reaction of having the stone near this particular body?
You bring it near, it does not seem to have any effect.
Okay, well, I tried that. Okay, I'm sorry. So, okay, so then I assume we gotta keep going. Okay.
Basically moving towards what looks like a structure that may be about the size of the cabin, which could be the safe zone. So I'm kind of looking at that one to the north of us.
Okay. Alright.
So I'm gonna go this way.
Wait, I have to move well. Hold on, sorry. I'll get them. Okay, so... Alright, so there's an elven man and a dwarven man. Is there anyone else that weren't like that?
They also found have also found a Goliath so far.
A Goliath? So that means there's one more body missing. Likelihood.
What does this body up here look like?
It appears to be an elven woman.
Oh.
Oh.
An elven
Found the fourth.
woman. Okay. Alright, so now it becomes clear. We found a dwarven man, an elven man, a elven woman, and a Goliath warrior. A male, too. So, that means if we find the next statue, it will either be the Goliath or the elven woman. By that logic.
Can I look to see the what killed this elven woman?
Make an investigation check.
I'm going
Gross.
to try to cast.
That's a nat 1 for a 8.
Yeah, can help you with that. Sorry.
I mean, there are definitely bloody wounds all over it. It's hard to make out. They're so ragged, it's hard to make out what the fatal blow was, per se. But there's definitely some indication that it was too savaged by a beast of some kind.
So, in essence, what I'm learning is all these bodies, these 4 individuals particularly, are connected to the Dreamer. The Dreamer has issues with winter and wolves. It most likely means then that all 4 were killed by a beast.
Well, I think the different levels are the dreams of different individuals.
Oh.
So one had fear of wolves and winter, another had fear, she kind of gestures in your direction, of snakes, I suppose, from what you said?
Oh, yes, jungle.
So this represents somebody else's fear, although I would be hard-pressed to say as to what exactly.
Okay, sorry.
Statues, heights, storms, perhaps?
Something about the storm, almost certainly.
Well, it also involves 2 other things, so that means these 4 were not killed by a beast, but by something else with claws. But they also correlate with the daytime. Noon, dusk, dawn, and day. Could that be their names? I mean, I know that sounds very too cliche, having a name based on these times of days, but kind of begins to feel like it.
Yes, perhaps.
What if... Was there something written on the pedestal?
No.
It's okay, so no. Are you gonna open the door, Taya, or do you want me to open it?
I was just waiting for everybody to be done.
Yep. Goddamn.
Another statue.
Inside, you see a statue of a Goliath with a great axe in one hand and a bright orange crystal in the other, held aloft.
Orange. That could either be... I'm going to try casting another spell to identify the...
Are you ritual casting?
I'm very low. I have to do this. I'm sorry. It's just
You can ritual cast to not use a spell slot.
yeah.
So the rest of you will just take 10 minutes. What are you going to do during the 10 minutes while Varsho is in there ritual casting?
I am watching for the little wispy wisps that cause the race to summon, since I'm the only person that knows how they came manifested. So I'm
Make
just kinda,
a perception check.
Yeah, I'm good at that. I am good at that. 17 plus 4. That's 21.
Deep within the storm, you occasionally see shifting wisps, but they don't seem to be particularly coming closer.
I'm just playing with my birds.
Bird, bird, bird.
Ah.
Bird's a word about the bird, bird, bird.
Alright, so you take 10 more minutes, and you identify the stone in its hand as the Dawn Stone.
All right. Okay. So we have dawn. The room before was dusk. That means the last one, if we find another statue, must be day. I feel like we have to have all 4 of these stones, but how difficult was it to taking one of the stones?
You said that you theorized that these are related to the times of day.
You should all give that some thought, because we are going to take our break here.
Okay.
Normally, I'd wait for a more natural break point, but I really have to pee.
Okay. Yep.
All
no
right,
problem.
yeah, we will call that there, and I will pick up my hypothesis after the break. Just going to add a break music to the stream.
there. We're back.
All right.
All right.
So you finished identifying it? So where are you heading off to now?
Oh, well, I was in the middle of my explanation when you had to so rudely use the restroom.
Go ahead.
I was going to go on back to this door.
So, Varsho, you mentioned that these stones might be correlated to the times of day, right? And
Yes.
so far, we've identified the noon, dusk, and dawn. Would that not, instead of being the day stone, would that not be the midnight stone?
There might be possibility. The thing is, with saying
'Cause
these
dusk-
times,
Dusk is opposite to dawn. Midnight would be opposite to noon.
possibly, yes, that's another theoretical option. Yes. Again, I'm not very focused on these types of days themes. Sorry, but I'm just basing what I'm analyzing them. There is a possibility, so we can continue. Like, I think Thea says they saw another room farther down there. We could check that out, or we could try checking out the other rooms. Again, if you prefer to find rest.
That's the only other. That's the only other room there is that we haven't checked, that we can get to.
Okay. Alright.
DM, do I see these stairs heading way up there?
Yeah, you can see the stairs.
Are they heading up or down?
Up.
Jeez, there's like a
I would point that out to the party, and that I see a pedestal off into the distance.
Oh, I see it too. That means, yeah, it's okay. Yes, that's all indicating then of each pedestal belongs to a stone, but they are being guarded first by these bodies, and then if what you theorize, if we place the stones on the pedestal, something bad's gonna happen again.
Unless we've been putting the wrong stone on the wrong pedestal. The wrong
Wow.
stone on a pedestal.
That could be a possibility, though. That issue being, though, is that the pedestals themselves had no indication, no description or explanation. Unless there's colorization, though, like if there was a color theme or something that we may have missed on the pedestal, that might be likelihood, possibly. But again, we'll have to first see about this last statue and get assertion of what it is. There's still also this other, and I kind of point to my. I'll fall. I'll say I have to fall because. Wait. Like I point to my right. There's something over there. Something large over there. But
I think that's where we'll be heading next.
Yeah, because the door's way down. south.
Yes, it looks to be some temple-like structure to the east there.
okay, wait for me. Well, these are very, very, very rushy people. You kind of realize that these are the only voices he could talk to. He was so I'm so alone.
This
I
is
think
the
there's
body
some-
of the Goliath, correct?
Yes.
I'm gonna go look to see what killed him, if I can.
Investigation check.
Did you need assistance?
Well, I rolled a 12 plus a 7, so that's a 19. But I will
looks
use
like-
to add another one to it, to a 20.
You can see claw marks along the arms and torso, but it looks like a bite to the throat is what finished him off.
Is it of a canine-like or something of a humanish size? More or
Closer to
less?
canine, definitely something with fangs.
Ooh.
So we have
there's this
fangs,
door.
claws, and something that we didn't identify.
Well, the other one was just looked horribly savaged.
Yes.
Althea, you arrive at the door.
We'll open it up.
You
Stairs.
see a long hall lined with pillars.
Ugh.
And I'll step in about yay far.
Make a perception check for me.
That'll be a 19.
19. You can see a couple of bloodstains around here. And in the corners of your eye, almost a shifting remnant of movement of some kind.
Oh,
Although when you look at it, you can't really make it out. For a moment, you see a shadowy, almost panther-like shape, but it's immaterial, ghostly.
Oh no. There's something in that room. I'm going to...
Actually, one moment, please. Althea, make an intelligence check.
Oh.
Okay. I'm great at these. +1.
Is this about to be
6.
my favorite monster in D&D?
What's your favorite monster?
We will find out.
Is it a displacer beast?
It is.
Okay, because I said panther-like, so I guessed.
If I'm seeing there, can I also make an intelligence check?
No.
Alright. Fire.
You'd find out why if he passed the check, or if she passed the check, but she didn't. So yes, you just see these 6 pillars and occasional glimpses of this ghostly creature that you can't really make out.
I'm gonna step back.
Willy Bird. Althea, what's in that room? Is it another statue?
Nope. Just some pillars, some blood, and I could have swore I saw some sort of panther things walking around. I don't know what they are, though.
Oh.
And I couldn't
Well,
really focus on them.
you only saw one.
Right.
It was shifting and moving around the room, but it was only one.
So, unless our place of rest is
beyond that door?
through it, I'm open to suggestions on where to go.
Okay, so there's something else that's different from the Reapers and the statue. That's new. That could be possibly, he takes a moment, it could be the creature. Based on your description, or based on what we've learned so far, whatever's in that room is the nightmare, the form that is responsible in this dreamland.
Yeah, that doesn't help us if we're half dead.
Yeah.
And I note all the bloody open wounds on me.
Okay, well, alright. Well, so we could check the last, I think, down there, that other room to our leftish southwards, if you prefer to examine that. Or do you want us to go in?
I did go around that, and it was just a pillar.
Oh. No, I meant like, is this a pillar?
Yeah, it's just a kind of a stone block.
Oh, so like there's no doors.
There's no door.
I'm going to say, hey Wilma, can you check that out if it's just a pillar? And I'm going to command Wilma to move and enter through it to see if there's something else in that room. Or in that pillar.
One moment. I'm just trying to check on that, what limitations there are, if any, on that spell and...
The entity has to be within a certain distance.
Well, I was like, can she speak was more of my question. Intelligence 3 cannot speak.
Okay.
So can float through the wall and can understand your thing, but can't actually tell you what it saw.
And she nod or shake her head?
Yeah.
She has an intelligence of 3. That puts her about on par with an animal. Sorry, not of 3, of -3.
Oh, gotcha. Well, you said she couldn't speak, so I wasn't sure if she just couldn't, gesture or something.
Sorry. She has an intelligence score of 4, giving her a -3 bonus.
Alright, okay.
So I mean, I guess she can gesture to a degree, but maybe kind of a shrug.
Alright. And message is a cantrip that allows me. No, I don't think it works. Okay. I'll just say, is there something in it, or it's just wall? Nothing. Like, yay or nay?
She shrugs because you didn't ask her a yes or no question.
Okay, I just say yay or nay.
Yes, but you asked her, is there something in it, or is it just wall?
Okay, okay.
Which is not a yes or
Alright.
no question.
Fair. I'm very sorry. My intelligence are too slow. Is it just a big old pillar? Yes or no?
She shakes her head.
Shake her yes or no.
She shakes her head rather than nodding. She shakes it no.
Oh, it's not a pillar, guys. There's something in it.
I mean, if you can break down a wall, go for it.
Okay, well, I'll check it out. If no one else is following, I'll have Wilma and Brihilda follow me, and I will investigate this pillar.
I mean, I assume the group's going to stick together, right?
Yeah.
I'd rather
Yeah.
not be.
I'll assist him in the investigation.
All right, make an investigation check.
Okay. I'll make an investigation check too.
Well, no, Varsho, you're making it with advantage. Gen's assisting.
Oh, okay. First it is a 16, and then the other. Hold on, so 16. Can I? 16.
Total?
Yeah, I rolled 2 8s.
Oof.
And
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's just a stone wall. There might be a hollow inside, based on what she was saying, but no indication there's anything else.
I'm going to cast. I'm going to have to do this a ritual, but I'm going to cast Detect Magic to see if there might be some illusions in one of these walls.
Okay, you sit down to begin casting your ritual.
Is it worth it?
Just going to keep an eye out for those wraiths, because again, I'm the only person that knows what it looks like.
All right, Althea, what about you? What are you going to do during this time?
There has to be some.
I am teaching Munin to mimic insults.
Fair enough.
There has to be some.
You're trying to cast things so you can quietly hear a raven in the distance going, fuck you.
Wow. I apologize.
You finish casting, and you don't detect any magic from the wall. Although, based on the unusual rules of this illusory nightmare realm, you don't know quite how much that means.
I don't understand.
I'm guessing there's probably a different way to get there. If we're
Yes.
supposed to get there at all.
I mean, there are 3 statues. There should be a 4th one by that logical reasoning. This.
Well, there's places we haven't actually checked yet.
Yeah, there just wasn't any doors. I suppose we could go check that other path.
Well, I mean, there was one other door you haven't checked, which was the one on the other side of the pillar room.
But isn't that where whatever is in that room is lurking in there?
We ain't got much.
Indeed.
Well, I more meant that there's no path to get to that door.
We ain't got much of a choice.
How do you mean?
There's just an open space over here. There's no path to get to the top of the temple.
Oh, no, what I mean is, like... Here, I'll just show you.
Oh,
On
you're
the
talking
other
about
side
from
of the-
inside there.
On the other side of the pillar room, there was another door. I was just
Yeah.
saying, there is
Yeah.
a door that you never checked. Yeah,
Yeah, but I'm
your
not
choice
going
what to
through there to...
100% your choice what to do about it. I was just saying when I said there was another door, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
I just guess
We ain't got much of a choice.
Alright. Just there must be reasons about this dream, about these three statues. Alright. Okay. So then, do we go back to the room where there's an obvious creature lurking in it?
It's either that or we go to the obvious trap in the middle of the floor there.
The chest?
Pick your poison.
If you want, I could open the chest, but at a safer distance, mind you. I can cast a spell to open that chest. I'm gonna bring out my mage hand, which I can summon forth within a certain radius of, I guess, hold on, mage hand is about blah 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 30 feet. That means I have to be within a certain 30 feet right here. I can summon it, and it plops into existence as a floating bluish hand.
All right. And are you going to use the mage hand to open the chest?
Well, it'll tell me first if it's either lock or not, at least.
So the hand reaches over, grabs the latch, and the chest opens. You can't see what's in it because you are on the side that the lid is facing.
Well, okay. So, here's another idea. I'm going to send Brunhilde. Sorry, girlie, but I'm going to need you to peek into that thing. I'm going to sit down, close my eyes, and I'm going to see through the eyes of Brunhilde's eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So that it can fly over and see what's within that chest.
I'll send Munin over too.
Okay, I'm gonna need athletics checks from both of them.
Oh, because of
the buffeting winds.
What's the strength modifier of an owl?
About owlish. I'm gonna add some stuff to your character sheet after this.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 9.
It is so that gives a total of a 5. And Munin.
Buffalo. Yeah. Okay.
I rolled a 4, so that's
Nice.
Okay.
eh.
I think I've actually made an icon for Munin yet. I need to do that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the wind is that strong, it can't fly over.
So they as soon as they fly over, they hit the wind and are just whipped entirely off course.
Well, there's only one option then.
One second. I'm just gonna use your familiars for a moment to represent it. For the.
Yep.
So.
Okay.
Okay. So Brunhilde flies over and is buffeted westward, and
let's see.
Munin, on the other hand, is buffeted eastward, and hits the wall, taking 9 points of damage.
Oosh.
So your raven gets slammed into a wall and vanishes.
I am so
shit.
sorry. I did not know that could happen.
No, it's okay, because I didn't summon him today, so I can just bring him back.
Yep.
Alright, so then, new project plan for Brunhilde. We're gonna have to go through the long way. So Brunhilde's gonna have to fly. So long as within 100 feet of me, I can see.
So Brunhilde flies the long way and flaps over the chest. In the chest, through Brunhilde's eyes, you can see the inside has this kind of soft, gentle black velvet that seems far too nice for the very simple, raw pig iron key laying in the center of it.
There, I say to everyone, so it's a velvet, like a fancy little velvet, and on it is a pig iron key. Okay, so guys, there's a key inside of that chest.
Yeah, I'm still thinking obvious trap is trap.
I am
But
going
it's up
to.
to you guys.
I'm going to manifest my spectral daggers and just prepare an action to throw one if anything manifests when that key gets grabbed.
Fair enough.
I could cast through my feeling because this is a touch thing.
I think.
I identify spell through Brahilda to see if the key is magical and what effects it has. Can I do that?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, I'll try that to see if there's a danger of pulling this key triggers or something. I know this is.
Second.
If nothing else, we're going to have to go to the room then. Or we could fight the statues and see what happens if we place each of the other stones in the pedestal.
We will die.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're just too beat up and too drained on resources to. All right, that is touch. So Brunhilde swoops in to touch the key to cast Identify, right?
Right.
The moment that Brunhilde touches the key, the obvious trap turns out to be a trap.
Well,
as the moment it does, you see swirls in the air as 3 of those blade-wielding wraiths appear all around the chest.
Well, would my action go off?
Yes, and also Seltrus's dagger throw will also go off.
Okay, I will hit this one here on the south.
All right.
17 plus.
Also the target that Seltrus was going to go for.
Does
it's okay.
Does my sneak attack go off too?
No. Why would it?
Well, I don't know, because it was surprised. I didn't know I was there. I don't know.
Why would it be surprised? They manifested in response to a thing. You're not surprising them. Also, even if you do surprise them, surprise is not one of the things that trigger sneak attack.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's advantage.
Surprise doesn't trigger advantage either. All it does is skip a turn for the opponent.
Right. Anyways, that would be 10 psychic damage because I rolled 17 plus 7.
Yep. It also gets hit by Seltrus's throwing dagger. And then initiative happened.
I'm sorry, guys. I really thought I was trying to.
No, that was good. It's fine.
Well, we'd probably need the key anyways.
I rolled a 28 on initiative.
Ooh, I also rolled good on initiative. 17 plus 5. God dang hiccups, man. 22.
I did not.
All the familiars and pets. And yeah, even with your, what's it called? All the times you've stopped and rested and cast spells and so on and so forth, Wilma only has probably about 15 minutes left.
Yeah. The problem is that she can't fly through this blasting. Like, are the wraiths okay flying through this?
They don't seem to be having any trouble with it.
Jesus.
Well, they are part of the nightmare after all.
Yeah.
Do I roll a separate initiative for the ravens, or just...
No, they just go after you.
Okay.
Let me try something. Something.
By the way, Althea is just standing there cursing, and Munin is just mimicking her. Like, fuck.
Varsho got a 28. Just to let you know, DM.
28?
I roll a 19 plus.
Jesus.
That's the thing with Chrono Mage, is that you add intelligence plus your dex modifier.
Yeah. That's a real monster initiative-wise.
That's like my artificer.
A war mage.
My war mage artificer.
Yep.
Except for mine's only a plus
Okay,
8.
so Varsho, you are up first.
Yeah,
If you wanted to fireball, you wouldn't have a better setup, even if it would cost you your familiar.
Can I use an interaction to snap my fingers to dismiss them?
Technically, you could hold your action until your bird moves out of the way, and then that will trigger the action.
That's true.
I mean, yeah, they can just fly.
Dismissing your familiar is an action, though. But you could just have... Yeah.
They'll fly away as they like, oopsie daisy.
So you're going to hold a fireball, and then order Brunhilde to fly away, and then release the fireball once Brunhilde is clear.
Yeah, so they'll do that. So I'm thinking here. So like, can't cast Entanglement. It might target the 2 of these rays, but not the 3rd one. Would it be better?
Well, they're floating.
Oh. Okay, then Fireball.
All right. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay. This is
Bringing
my
it,
3rd
bringing it,
level.
bringing it back. Fireball, do.
Only one.
27.
Only one of the 3 saved.
I'll use my reaction to make it re-roll again because I had no
Okay.
short rest.
That turned it into a natural 1.
They take all 27 points of fire
So
damage.
all of them take all 27 points of fire damage. Just open up with a.
And then back. And then Wilma is just gonna stay there like a menace. Like, come at me, bro.
Hold an attack.
Yes, if it,
Okay.
it can't. I don't think it can. I saw in how Brahilda and the bird crows went. I feared they can't fly through that buffer zone.
Yep. So holding an attack again.
Yep, you know me. We're going to be throwing some daggers.
Not the only thing you do, but it is the most common.
So I just bring that up.
I'm wondering,
again.
would Gen know how corporeal are these things? Would a web do anything to them?
They are floating.
Yeah.
Okay, well...
They would float over the web.
Perfect. Well, I didn't know if
you
you
might-
web on them.
You might be able to get them with like the initial cast, but they wouldn't be slowed by it.
Right, okay. Dagger it is. That's going to be a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
Alright, no sneak attack. Alright, 10 psychic damage. Bonus action, throw a second dagger. I'm aiming at the south one.
I assumed.
And that is also going to be a 19 to hit.
Okay.
And that one's going to be... I can't remember what's my plus. Oh, that one's only going to be 6 psychic damage. So a grand total of 16 psychic damage.
Okay. Is that it for your turn?
And then I will also take a few steps back.
Okay.
I'm well within range.
This one floats up and just kills your bird.
Really? It went after the bird?
It seemed all of them were looking at the bird until the bird was destroyed and they turned to look at the rest of you. It seems that their first priority was whatever touched the key.
Oh. Damn.
That's going to make it Seltrus's turn.
Wait, why would have made it go the full movement then instead of just that half-ish?
Well, but you didn't know that.
Okay, well, fair
You didn't
point.
know that they were going to come after it.
Well, again, fair.
Seltrus, still having no spells and them not being nearby, will throw the darts. It's one hit. Once again, at the southward one, just kind of focusing all the damage on one. Joya, who's a little better than she was. No, only 25. She's going to run up, drawing her shield and her scimitar. And try to, and she'll hold an attack just in case one gets close. This one is going to lunge forward. Wilma can go ahead and trigger her held action.
Very well. So this is a D20 plus 8.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be a 19.
19 is a hit.
Alright, so this will be half though.
Yep.
So that will be 9 is 8 half to 4.
All right.
And they're immune to fear.
And they are immune to fear. You didn't know that when you summoned her? Next time you'll probably go for something other than the ghostly one, I'd assume.
Yeah, those are good. They might be also resistant to poison, likelihood.
But then he's going to begin stabbing at Wilma.
So the AC is 14. It's not incredible. But she's meant to be a meat shield, so at least she's doing the diversionary thing.
So that is 3 3 hits against a 14.
Yeah.
And she has... How many hit points does she have?
30.
30, okay.
Wilma.
Okay, in those 3 hits, she is destroyed.
At least she did her duty of absorbing some hit for the crew.
Yep, but it did take up all 3 of its attacks to finish her off. Oh, I just realized Seltris is actually much lower health-wise than I thought.
Yeah.
Karsaya will move up.
Did Seltris have any hit dice?
Seltris didn't have a short rest to spare.
Alright.
Oh, right.
So let's just hope Seltris can avoid being engaged in combat. I'll definitely have him play a little bit more carefully. She hits him with a Toll the Dead, which of course is halved, but does some damage. That makes it the other Wraith, who will go after somebody else. Nope. Gonna go after Joya. Take its 3 attacks. That is a D12, not a D20. It does land 2 of them. Okay, she takes a chunk of damage as it slashes. She managed to parry one of the attacks with her shield, but she takes 2 deep cuts as it does so. And Alindra will move up to stay near her sisters and use a... Yep, okay. And she's gonna hit... She's gonna hit the one that just hit Joya with some radiant damage. Althea!
Well, for all it's gonna last, I'm gonna run up and take 2 swings with the Blade of House Brogan. Fuck it, I'll go reckless. Come on. Damn it. 23.
23 will hit.
For 11 damage on the first one.
Alright.
And nat 20.
Nice!
Alright. So 2d6s gives me a 9. So 9 plus 12 is
21.
21 plus 6 is 27.
Alright, 27 points of damage. That's a big chunk out of that one. Is that it for your turn?
Yep. I guess. Yeah, because it's an action to take the dodge action, so fuck.
Jesus,
That's all I got.
So, and the swarm might as well, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they'll go after it too. Let's
So
see.
you move over here and flank.
It has to be
20. That is a 7 on the dice.
It's not gonna hit. Nowhere close.
Yeah.
Alright, Varsho, it's you again.
Oh, I sure feels like he's a bad person.
That's fine. You're gonna need that key.
Okay, so I'm going to cast.
That was with advantage, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yes. For the birds, it was.
Whoops.
Okay, so who looks the
Oh,
most
that's
hurt?
better. 18 plus 4 is 22.
Okay, that will hit. So it's 1d6 damage.
Right. 2.
Okay. It also does not appear to be that effective against them,
Yeah.
because the birds deal non-magical damage.
Yep.
So
Damage
now,
is damage.
Varsho, go ahead.
Okay, so what can I do? What can I do?
You're a wizard. Lots of things.
You're a wizard, Varsho.
I want to help. I'm going to create, using not my spell slot, but my runic slot.
Ah.
I'm a RuneShaper. I'm going to create a 20-foot radius grass growth of entanglement. Maybe to help entangle these creatures.
That's a 20-foot radius.
It hits both of them. And hopefully, because I can't target the third one because everyone will be caught in it if I do that. So the two of them must make a strength saving throw to break free of the entanglement.
Nope.
Mm,
As
We've been
mentioned,
over this, they're
they
hovering.
are hovering.
okay. Damn. I thought they were low enough because I thought. Okay.
The plants turn the ground into difficult terrain.
Okay.
They sprout from the ground.
Alright. I'm sorry. I was. What can I do? I could do another momentary stasis at the one furthest from us. That way it could. Or.
Yeah, I mean, momentary stasis could keep it away.
Yeah, or. maybe.
Buying time to focus down the other ones would probably be a benefit.
Let's see, so this one's it could be right there. So maybe instead target this one so that one doesn't attack everyone else.
Yeah, either one. Your choice.
Yeah.
Which one are you targeting?
I'm going to target this one. It must make a Constitution saving throw. DC
All right.
16.
Natural 1.
I take again, create a bubble of time that slows it, almost as if reversing the time of the dream, and I'm telling everyone, don't attack that one. Not yet.
For the casting, I definitely imagine that sort of grabbing the circle and twisting, like Doctor Strange, kind of, and just the tick 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 tick.
That's
As it
two.
just
I was kind
freezes
of
in place.
picturing on the enemy, it does the stasis lock from Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. Well, I was saying from for Varsho's casting, the hand.
Yeah.
Alright, well, at least I momentarily stop one of them. Focus on the weakest one, and then we can deal with them one by one.
All right. Again, that makes it you.
Yep, I'm gonna rip out 3 pages of the Ashen Journal to throw a chromatic orb at the one that's currently surrounded. Please hit. That is going to be a 19.
19 will hit.
All right, 5d8 fire damage. Here we come, baby.
For once.
Not very good damage. 12 fire damage.
Jeez.
Woof.
Yeah.
12 on 5d8.
I
Oof.
rolled 3 threes, a 1, and a 2.
So,
Oof.
Yeah, oof.
All right. Anything else for your turn, Gen?
yep, bonus action.
Really
Yeah,
ain't
movement or
got,
bonus.
I really ain't got much for a bonus action.
You are a rogue bard. You have more bonus actions than anybody.
Yeah, but I already cast a spell. I'm saving my last bardic inspiration.
Fair enough.
I
Fair
guess
enough.
I will use my 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10. Yeah, could I just dip around this corner here and use my bonus action to hide?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Well, that's not going to help. I mean, I rolled an 11 for stealth, but...
Okay.
I'm picturing after the chromatic orb, Munin just covers his eyes with a wing and just goes, "Fuck's sake."
Fuck's sake. All right, this one dashes up to Seltris.
But Belchers can.
Seltris can. I think use one of their few key points to Step of the Wind to disengage.
But can make an attack.
Yes, that's just the bonus action, but Seltris can. Before that, at least make 2 attacks with the staff. Which I can just do one here. It's a hit, and a natural 20.
Nice.
I need this to go away. So that's for the first one is 7 points of damage. And the second one is maximum for 21 for a total of 28 points of damage.
Nice. Playing Seltris
So,
better
is
than
that-
Seltris.
2 big crashes with the staff. And then Seltris' movement speed is 45, so 10, 30, 40, 45. Just trying to get some distance to not get locked down by these things because Seltris has 2 hit points.
Good.
And then Joya will use her Divine Strike with her scimitar. So she will swing at it. That is a hit. Which deals 1d8 weapon damage and a bonus 1d8 radiant.
It has to be close to dying. It
Could
took a
be.
lot.
She did 9 points of damage. It seems like her blade is not too effective against it. It is not magical. But the radiant goes through just fine. This blade wraith up here skips its turn because it's time locked. Karsaya is going to move a little bit back, and she will... And it fails. It will still be resistant. Takes a little more necrotic damage from her. And then this blade wraith that's in the center of all of you is going to make its first strike at Joya. That's a miss. Second strike at your familiars. That is going to... It's just hitting everything around. It's doing 1 attack against each of you. That is 6 damage to your swarming familiars, which I believe finally banishes those.
Yep, they're gone.
And then an attack against you. That is a 23 to hit.
Fuck. Yep.
I don't think. Are you looking bad?
Very, very bad.
I'm almost certain I'm down.
No, wait, I'm going to use my reaction, my last ability, to re-roll that.
Okay, you... for just a moment, Althea, you feel that blade dig in, and then time rewinds, giving you a moment to react differently and dodge to the side, as a 14 does not hit you.
Oh, that's my last bit for that ability.
And then it makes its saving throw against Olindra's, what's it called? Why do I forget the name of this spell? Sacred Flame. Yep. Althea, that makes it you. You just saw you almost got, like... Obviously, it wouldn't have been this dramatic if it had hit, but since we got the time, I'm going to say you, for a brief moment, saw a future of yourself being just straight up decapitated by this thing before time altered and you managed to evade it.
Well, face first, full speed, can't miss. Reckless, blade of house broken. Oh, it was so close. 28.
28 hits.
For 14 damage.
14 damage, okay.
And second swing. Come on. Oh, another 28.
That also
So
hits.
11 damage.
11 damage. Okay. You lunge forward, slash once across the torso, and then the other one, just bring the blade down from above, cleaving it in 2.
Oh,
Nice.
Ah! Ah! Down the middle. Anything else for your turn?
I really don't want to leave Joya hanging. So... Probably gonna regret this, but I'm just gonna move right here.
Alright. Varsho.
going to make another momentary stasis on the same one again. Makes another Constitution saving throw. I know.
All right. And so it breaks free of its time lock, turns towards Althea with malice in its eyes, and then is immediately locked in time again.
Oh, I really am tired.
Again, unless Varsho, unless you had anything else. Did you want to move or anything?
I'm gonna have to move because I am worried about the distance of the enemies just for a little while. Sorry, soldiers, I need a time. I don't have all my friends anymore. That's it. I really have nothing else I can't do.
All right, again, you're up.
I'm gonna sneak around the corner. Hopefully they don't see me, or didn't see me, and I'm going to throw a psychic blade at that one.
They 100% saw you, but go ahead.
Yeah, I figured as much. And it misses. Bonus action, another psychic blade. That one's gonna hit 17 plus 7
That'll hit.
for bear. Oh, hey, max damage. 8 psychic damage.
All right, so you throw the first one. You were hoping to catch it by surprise, but it spins, and with that big two-handed sword, just ching, swipes the blade out of the air, where it dissipates into the air moments later. And your second one, just as it's like on the backswing from that parry, the second one just catches it right in the chest. Ching.
Yeah, got him.
Anything else?
Nope, that's my turn.
Okay.
I am not bringing the heat.
This guy's going to lunge forward.
Wait. Oh.
It's not the time-locked one.
Oh. I may have miscalculated.
Althea, the first attack is against you. That is a 10. The second is against Joya. That is a hit.
Can't do anything for her.
This is the wrong dice. I
don't
rolled
know.
higher on the smaller dice. She takes 10 points of damage. And then it's going to spin and take its swing against you, Althea. And that is an 11.
Oh, God.
Munion's just gonna squawk. Oh, fuck, suck it.
Suck it!
Munion's dead. Munion's gone.
No, he's not.
No, Munin got resummoned.
Oh.
My swarm is gone.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That makes it Seltris, who will keep his distance and throw some spiky spikes. One of them will hit and deal a mighty 7 damage. That'll make it Joya, who is...
Flanking.
Yeah, she's panting, but she's going to shift up into flanking to go with her strike. That's going to be a hit, thanks to flanking. For 9 more points of damage. This Blade Wraith is going to continue to be stuck in time. And Karsaya. Man, they cannot save against Karsaya, but it barely matters because of the resistance. And then Alindra, who they also failed to save against this time, so her Sacred Flame hits for, almost max damage.
Nice.
And Althea.
Yep, once again, face first, full speed. Reckless.
Yep.
No, Reckless, you have advantage.
Yeah, you don't need Reckless, you have flanking.
Oh, right. Okay, so, yeah, just flanking then. So, 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
13 damage.
Okay.
And second swing. Come on. Damn it. 24.
That'll hit.
4. One dice is always shit. 12.
With a roaring shout and a swing, you cleave a second one in twain.
Nice.
Seems that Blade of House of
And-
Broken truly was made to kill such creatures.
Apparently. Oh. Okay, I'm catching on now. And I'm gonna step over here. Just to make sure Joya doesn't go down.
No, actually, no. It's like, wait. Stay. Maybe stay an inch away. I'm gonna cast a spell. Or, you know what? Do your thing.
Yeah, it's fine. So, Varsho, that makes it you.
I'm gonna try something different, though this will cost me. Instead of doing another stasis, I'm gonna use my my last second slot on my second level, well, third, to cast another Tasha's Mind Whip. Must make an
Okay.
intelligence saving throw.
That is a 9.
it takes then a total of 3d6 psychic. And not only for it cannot have reactions,
Yep.
it can only do one of the 3 options.
Yep, I know how it works. Give me the damage.
So it won't be able to move.
Yep.
But at least that's all I can do. I burn all my power. So at least do something. That's my turn because I can't.
What was the damage?
Sorry. Oh, 12. 12 points of psychic damage.
12 points of psychic damage, okay. Alright, again.
Yep, you know me. Second verse, same as the thirst. Throwing that psychic blade. Double check to make sure I'm in range. I think I'm in range.
Oh, you're easily in range.
I'm gonna call.
Oh yeah, 100%. Come on, psychic blade. Oh man, that's probably gonna miss. That's going to be, yeah, that's a miss.
You still have the second one shot.
Yep.
Oh god, I'm pretty sure that one misses too. 16.
16 does not hit.
Yep, that misses. God dang it. Oh, that's my
okay.
turn.
Picturing these going right between me and the Reaper, and Munin just goes, "What the fuck?"
Oh, fuck! Seltris throws two daggers, both of which also miss.
Oh god.
Joya is going to whip around to the other side to get flanking. And she will land a hit for 7 more damage.
And move away because the creature does not have reaction.
Yeah, but she can't because that was 25 and she has short little halfling legs.
Oh no.
And it is going to stab you, Althea.
I'm sorry.
That's a 17 on the first attack, which I believe is a miss.
Yep.
The second one is a 24.
Fuck.
Which is going to hit, and its Deathbringer is charged, so it is going to unleash Deathbringer on you. So that is going to be, including the necrotic damage.
Aren't you resistant to necrotic? Or am I wrong?
Nope.
No, resistant to cold.
Oh, sorry.
That'll be a total of 28 points of damage.
Jeez.
Yep, I'm down.
And then a moment later, you are not down.
Ooh.
As Joya, none of you got this item, but Joya did. She's going to use her reaction, and suddenly a little white fluffy bunny creature hops off her shoulder and runs up to you. It glows with light and heals you. It is the little healing friend that she got from her reflection on the first lair.
Nice.
Boy, I really
which
wish
might-
I had my item still.
That would have been useful, yeah. It only heals you for 7 hit points, which you might immediately lose, but is going to stop you from taking 2 failed death saves when this thing stabs you, because it was going to try to execute.
Oh. But I still have the hits, so the chances are it could roll double ones.
It did not. It rolled a 19, because you are prone now.
Sorry.
And it hits you for 5 damage.
Oh!
It rolled a 1 on its damage dice. So her little bunny glows, and you are... The little healing friend was basically just a healing potion that could be used as a reaction on anyone in 30 feet.
I imagine the rabbit sees the scythe coming and uses little buddy to
Well, no,
absorb.
it turned into light to heal.
Oh,
It disappeared.
Oh, it's Easter, because it's Easter. The rabbit saved your life.
I didn't even think about that. Oh, God, okay.
The
Either
spirit
way,
of Easter saved your life.
Now I owe the Easter Bunny.
it saves against Karsaya, and it saves against Alindra. Althea!
Oh.
Her
Yep,
first
I
save with
stand
the
up
first two.
and face first, full speed. Let's do this. 18 to hit.
18 hits.
For 9 damage.
And you have advantage.
I'm rolling advantage.
Oh, sorry.
Second swing. 24. For max damage, 18.
And with another swing, the Blade of House of Broken once again slays this ghostly fiend.
Fuck yes.
Thank you, Mr. Rabbit. Thank you.
Joya
Just turn
like,
around and go, Karsaya, that was awesome.
Oh no, it was Joya.
Joya.
Or Joya, that was awesome.
Well, unfortunately, I can't do it again. My reflection only sought to give me one of those.
I'm going to try to get the key that my bird sacrificed itself to get. Feel like
Your mage hand can get the key, but would have trouble retrieving it through the wind.
damn it. I'm gonna have to do the old classic like mind games, like do, like cubically moving it within 30 feet.
Gen would see it flying through the air and just walk up and meet it halfway.
So yeah, again, you catch the key.
Alright. Can I see this key?
Yeah, it's just a simple, like, very, very basic, like, literally, like, the ring with the rod and the 2 teeth. Like, very simple key.
What the hell? Wait, there's a door now.
I don't know if DM meant to say anything about that down there.
As you look, you see that, now that you have the key in your hand, there appears to be a door on that wall.
I was right.
Right. So Gen will go first. Beans. Oh, he fell off the map.
Gen plummets to his death and will never be seen again.
I think
Right afterwards, some weird cleric with a surfer dude accent goes plummeting after him.
Oh, gnarly, bro!
I'm sorry, guys.
No, it's fine. So
Gen
yeah, you
will-
head up to the.
Yeah, Gen will go up to the door and yeah. Is there a keyhole on the door?
There is.
All right, yeah.
Looks
Gen
about
will,
the right size for this oversized, almost cartoonish key.
Yeah, he'll set the oversized, almost cartoonish key into the keyhole, and he will open it. Open it.
Through the door, you see what looks like a camp in the woods. It's just a dirt ground, trees around, a campfire already burning comfortably.
Gen's going to whistle and be like, I think we found a place to hunker for the night. And step inside.
The moment you step inside, that crawling, gnawing feeling in the back of your mind disappears.
Wilma and Brahilda, your sacrifice were not in vain.
Sit
I
down,
knew-
Varsho. Shut up.
Sorry.
As you get through the other side, you can see that the door seems to be built into the trunk of a large tree.
Does it lock from the inside?
It does.
Hey.
I guess. Well. So.
Don't know about you all, but I'm taking a nap, and I just flop over on the floor next to the wall.
I'm going to agree.
Yes, I think we could all use some rest as well.
I'm sorry for almost endangering you guys. I may have miscalculated that path.
Apparently we needed it.
Turns out it's exactly what we needed.
Kind of smiles a little, hearing that. Alright, good night.
And you can settle down around this quiet campsite. Despite what you see on the map, from where you're sitting, you can't see any walls. It just looks like you're at a camp in the middle of a forest.
Can I do a quick perception check before? Like, what does it sound like?
It sounds like a forest. You can hear the quiet distant sound. You can hear some bugs, the occasional like bird, and things like that.
And then Gen will just close his eyes.
Yeah. As you all lay down, you can take a long rest.
Does this count as a, like, at dawn. Stuff
Yes,
recharges?
for items that recover at dawn, this also counts as dawn.
All right.
Yes.
Oh,
That'll trick
sweet.
us. I'm gonna use the time I have remaining to ritually cast Find Familiar. And it says, Brunhilde, you brave little one. You did it! You saved us all.
Maybe overselling it, but
Yes, no. It's just she died so cruelly. I'm just trying to bolster her feelings. She has sensitivity to her feelings.
Brunhilde is very sensitive.
But as we are taking along, I think maybe when I do wake up, I do have a question. Say, I never did ask you guys this. I know I just met you all, but why are you all here? Like, what's your reason of coming to a place like this?
We told you.
Oh.
For
Oh.
rezzing a couple of our people, we have to do this favor for the High Priestess.
Oh. Oh, I may have misheard that part, but as a person, like, gosh be, what happened? Did you fight like a giant?
They died.
Was it against a dragon? Or like with a powerful mage? Or a collapsing castle? Something heroic like?
A rat.
An asshole.
Oh.
Oh, well, one died to a rat, one died to a vampire. And then the first one died to some asshole again.
Wow, that's a lot. That is
It's a long story.
Yeah, I'm here on a different reason. I mean, I was hired by a noble about, searching about the dream thing. But to be honest, the job was only half of it. Like, the gold is nice, but I was actually after for something else. I'm looking for someone. A woman named Celera.
Do I
Doesn't ring a bell.
recognize the name?
You do not.
I do not. Sorry, mate. Haven't heard of her.
Oh, that is sad. She's my wife. And she's been gone for months. And yeah, my wife. I know that meme saying.
My wife.
But yes, she gone I think months ago, finding her father. She told me about because something was happening. Although she was supposed to return back again, like maybe less than about a few weeks, like 7 or 4. Sorry. Sorry, my wrong word. Sorry, about 7 or 10 days. But then she never came back.
Did you check if she's shacking up with the milkman?
You can ignore that entirely. I've been married for her for 10 years, sir. My wife is not like that. She's a strong, wise, and a powerful person. She is.
I'm a ma'am.
I am so sorry. Again, I forgot. Because my brain's slow.
I added Munin.
So, the thing is, it involves... I don't know if any of you have noticed, but it involves with the recent things happening with giants of sorts.
We may have met some of them.
Yes, I've heard actually recent rumors, and that's why I came here. Rumors about a roaming hill giant that apparently attacked a town. That was very unnatural.
Yeah, we dealt with that one.
Oh, then you must be the ones I've heard about. Or maybe small rumors about, but that makes a whole lot of sense then.
Depends what you heard.
Did your wife live in that village?
I've heard about how there was apparently a rumor about someone who stabs a giant so hard in the dick that it completely... It was one of those...
I forgot about that.
So did I.
Yep, punched it like a speed bag.
That was such a gruesome moment. Apparently, they call him the Giant Dicker.
That means something else.
Yeah.
I may have misheard that.
I like
Something
to
like-
imagine Seltris is blushing.
But yeah, so about giants exploding into blood. The rest is a little again. The stories were only about from the people who survive in that village, but
Yeah,
I don't
Althea's just gonna cough at that last comment and not say anything.
anyway, I'm thinking that if I do this favor, I can at least get the information I can get about my Bacilla and understand where she's been. That's what apparently I was told about that this person knew. But I think if there's anything else you guys need for preparation, I can wait a bit, but I feel like we're all ready then. Still, there's still that one question though. What's the plan? So, we found a door that leads to a bigger 6-pillar room with a strange creature in it, but we also have these 3 statues of noon, dusk, and dawn. But we
I wouldn't
didn't
mind
find
checking out the pillar room.
We ain't got much of a choice.
Alright, we'll check the pillar room.
Gen's gonna stand up, dust himself off, and offer a hand to Joyous.
Is it to Joya?
Yeah. She's the
Joyous.
one. Joya. She's the one near me.
Okay. Yeah, she'll take the hand. Sorry, I thought Gen was flirting with Karsaya.
Gen flirts with
Yeah,
everybody, but Gen's handsome now. No longer has scars all over his face.
Yeah, I have no idea about that.
He got his old face back just in time to die and then be reincarnated, so he has a new face.
That's a lot. When I see this, like, my wife, as I see this moment, because
Well, thank you very much. She hops to her feet. Well, shall we head out then?
of course, I guess, would it be... Yes, I'm ready. Ready to go.
Yep.
Did we have any weird dreams?
You did not. You did not have any dreams at all.
Oh,
But you do notice, as you are getting up in the morning and beginning to leave this place, the moment you step outside, you don't feel any different than you were in the room. Now that you've rested there, it seems that this feeling of pressing unease, of this grasping nightmare, has infused that room that you were in. Seems you may not be able to rest there a second time.
Right.
Shitty.
right.
Well, apparently we should take advantage of these places whenever we find them.
It's a good thought. I'm just gonna move over here so it's not so clustered.
Yeah, I was just trying to get people like not be stacking on top of each other.
Is there a pillar right here?
When you
No.
close the door,
That's
it vanishes.
Well, that's gonna be rough. I'm going to dismiss my familiar because right now it seems too unlikely to move them through this blizzarding.
Okay.
Because I know it's a lot to move that token.
I was just gonna say Munins just staying perched on my shoulder, so.
Okay, so we have the 3 statues. The strangest thing is we didn't find the 4th one. Did we miss a room while traveling here?
Yeah, the other side of the pillars.
Yeah, this room over here.
Alright, okay, that makes sense then. That means we're gonna face whatever is hiding in it. Also, you ever wonder that if we defeat the creature and then attempt to remove the statue's item and then place it on a pedestal, would it just be another fight against those reapers over and over again? Like, we have to do it like 3 more times in a logical sense.
Possibly 4 since you took that one off of the pedestal. I wonder if we have to put them on in order.
You know that.
That's what I
Well-
suggested earlier.
That's the
Right.
thing, yeah.
The right stone in correspondence to the right pedestal.
Right. Well, I'm gonna stay in the back. Any of you brave meters can.
Meters.
Sorry. I could summon another ally if you wish.
Joya will step up for now next to Althea.
Okay.
She is the tankiest of the priestesses. Because having the halfling be the tank is funny.
Let's see. Do I have anything else? I have Tasha's Misty Steps, Maximilian's Earth and Grass, Thunderwave.
So we're going in or what?
Yes, well, sorry, I'm waiting. I was waiting for everyone.
And in we go.
Just be here.
You, once again, as you walk in, you very quickly notice slinking around the pillars and sometimes across the hall, that shadowy shape.
Is it invisible?
It is seemingly incorporeal. It's like a shadow of a shadow. You're just barely catching glimpses of this almost panther-like shape. Althea already failed this. Again, make an intelligence check for me.
Oh yeah, I'm good at these.
Hey, the check's the check, regardless of whether you're skilled at it.
I went and rolled a 13 plus 1 for a 14, baby.
There's something vaguely familiar about the shape to you, but you can't quite place it.
Okay, let me try it.
Varsho, it wouldn't be familiar to you, so you don't
Yeah.
roll this.
Alright. Okay, well, if I don't familiar, then I don't need to roll it. Alright.
Yep.
That's my point. Alright then, so like, it seems it's not attacking us right now. So, is it wiser to move forward? Or stay in a position, like make a formation?
Do I see anything peculiar about these pillars?
They are round marble pillars.
Okay, there's no marks on them or nothing?
Nope.
Okay, well,
How
we're gonna have
tall,
to keep...
how tall is it?
I could-
here?
About 20 feet.
Pillars floor to ceiling?
Yep.
Okay.
Well,
I could move forward, and that way you guys can stay somewhere you can ambush this thing if it comes after me.
you sure? Okay.
I'll stick with you just in case.
Okay.
I really don't want to leave them alone. It seems so dangerous. Can we just at least make another step? As a team? Okay. Just one step. Slow and steady.
Once Joya starts getting too far, the other priestesses move up a little bit. To access their spells, they have to be within a certain range of each other.
And I will move. Is Seltris or Gin gonna stay all the way in the back?
Gen always stays in the back.
Mm,
You make it to the door. You do still see the beast prowling, but it does not attack.
why?
Oh, investigate the door.
Make an investigation check.
I think I'm gonna have to be the one.
With advantage, Joya will help.
Oh, okay. The higher one was 19.
Oh, wow.
No traps or anything that you can see. Doesn't appear to be locked either.
I will try to open the door.
The door can open.
I think we would move closer as we see the door being open.
Inside, you see a statue of a female elf She's sitting in a cross-legged meditation position. She has 4 arms instead of 2. The 2 extra arms seem a little bit larger and more detailed with like curling, swirling clouds along them. Whilst her primary 2 hands are folded in her lap, the other 2 are folded up above her head, holding a dark black spherical crystal. About the size of a grapefruit.
God, there's a lot of grapefruit reference here.
It's a joke.
Okay. Do all the rest of us move forward? Yeah.
Yes.
I'm keeping an eye on the shadow.
Yeah, you can still... I mean, you don't see it all the time, just like out of the corner of your eye for a second or two, you catch it prowling past, but...
Do I get the feeling like it's our reflections?
Reflections?
No, it's not.
It's not
the
like
same.
that. It's not like that. Not that feeling.
I'm gonna summon my bird. Do we feel safer to be in that room than being in this room? To be honest with you, I don't feel safe with that shadowy movement.
Probably. I'll go in. If I can. There we go.
Okay. Follow suit. I'd rather not be in that room with the shadow-shaped creature moving in there. Too spooky. Okay. I am going to cast Detect Identify on the object again.
Again, we'll close the door behind us, but keep a hand on the door.
You're gonna take 10 minutes and do a ritual cast?
Yes, I have to. It is a process that must...
Okay. After 10 minutes, you identify that is the Midnight Stone.
Well, again, I tip my... Well, I don't have a hat, to be honest, but you were right. This is the last one called Midnight. So now we know dawn, noon, dusk, and midnight. Question is now, what do we do?
Why does this statue have 4 arms?
4 arms.
Yes, it has 4 arms, 2 folded in its lap, and the other 2 reaching above its head, holding the gem.
Is this
It could be a
reference to a god of some sort?
It appears to be the elven woman that you found the body of.
Right, but she only had 2 arms.
That's true.
Wait, what about the dwarf? What was the dwarf look like to you guys when you saw the statue?
Bearded dwarf, not too unusual.
Was it doing a spell casting movement?
No, it had a hammer.
Okay, hammer. This could indicate either she is a spellcaster or a monk. Could be the former, technically, or a latter. But maybe. So, alright. I think the creature can't be manifest. It's a nightmare creature. It must be summoned. And we have to use the stones to materialize the creature. You said you killed the wolf, right? The one that was haunting that dreamscape?
Yep.
That means then the creature is known, but it's hiding. It's like it's not yet formulated. The outside indicates the numbers of nightmares the person had. So that means for each pedestal we unlock, it materialized the creature into reality. If we place all 4 stones into the pedestals, then it will materialize, and then we must vanquish that nightmare.
You're saying we have to put all the stones in the pedestals at the same time?
That bit is a little bit of a theory and a hypothesis. I don't know if it all has to be at the same time or if we have to do it in an order one by one. Again, this is a dream realm.
What's the significance of the 4 arms that this statue has?
As he mentioned, it could be a spellcaster using a spell, or possibility there are martial artist types not too dissimilar from. She gestures to Seltris, some of which can manifest extra arms. Perhaps this elf was one of them, previous to her untimely death.
So we have what was the elven male? Like, what was the statue that look like?
He was wearing robes and holding a staff.
Okay, I think I got it now. So, I got an idea. So, the elven man is a wizard based on him holding a staff. This person must then, and I point to the lady, must be a martial monk. So, we're getting the sign now. We have a dwarven warrior, well, actually a Goliath warrior. Like, and I point to Athea. Athea is like that warrior, the Goliath. Seltris is like this statue over here. The spellcaster could be the priestess or maybe even me. And the
Well, you're
fourth-
doubling up on this one.
Mm.
Because we've got two warriors, the dwarf and the Goliath. We've got the staff wielder, and then this one.
Right.
Yes, it may not reflect us per se.
Okay, well, no, I'm sorry. That's a theory, silly theory.
At the very least, it looks like it reflects a party like this.
Yes, it's correct in essence. But again, the one thing that's remaining elusive is obtaining this. You said that when you torn the item from the dwarf, it attacked you guys. How tough was that when you fought the statue?
Pretty tough.
Oh,
Although
Well-
it probably would be less so if it wasn't being accompanied by a pair of those wraiths.
Yeah.
She looks again.
and I want to test something. I like to identify the statue to see maybe if I can understand the magic or the means of attaining the item without brute force. I know
Okay.
it's.
You're
I
going to take
know-
another 10 minutes?
I know
Is
it's-
anybody going to do anything else during these 10 minutes while Varsho is casting?
I would like to inspect this door over here.
Make an investigation check.
Ugh, that's an 18. I will use one of my psionic dice. Oh crap, I just turned it into a 19.
Why do you get an air? An 18 is a good roll.
I like stuff
don't-
above 20s.
You don't see any traps.
Did that use up my psionic die then?
No.
Sure. Alright.
So,
Or yes? Maybe. Yes. Yes? No. How does it work again? I forgot. It's
if
only if the roll succeeds that you use it up.
Yes, if it succeeds, it uses it up.
It does use it up.
Okay.
Although I don't like that ability because oftentimes in this game, success can be a.
Spectrum?
questionable.
It's not always just a binary of yes you succeeded or no you failed. A lot of times it's a spectrum.
The higher, the better. Well, I will
Yep.
still use it to try to get the better.
Either way. Yep. So are you going to open the door?
I will, yeah, I'll give it an open.
Another pillar.
See another pedestal.
Is there anything different from the pedestal we saw near the dwarven statue's room?
No, they appear to be identical.
Oh god, this is a questionable thing.
Can I go up to
Damn.
this pedestal and just... I'm looking for, like, the, like, eclipses of a moon or something like that. Like, is there...
Make an investigation check.
Nope. I'm not even going to use a die for that. That's a 2 for a 9.
Yeah, no symbols that you can see.
I can try investigating that for you when I'm done with this.
When you finish casting Identify, you get no response from it. The statue is not magical.
Huh. Okay, dream logic here. It's a statue for now, but upon grabbing it, some dream magic will happen, and it will make the statue alive. Okay, so I don't have to waste another 20 or 30 minutes to examine the other statues. That's good to hear. Let me do a quick investigation on the pedestal, and if nothing else, we're going to have to resort to grabbing the item. Can I make an investigation or a con check?
Go ahead, make an investigation.
Come on, baby. Wow. A 13. And I have
You see
nothing.
nothing.
Yeah.
There does not appear to be any symbols written or carved into these whatsoever.
Damn.
Not even nothing to translate. There is nothing whatsoever.
Well, guys, we're gonna have no choice but to pull the... We're gonna have to pull the item. I really hope there was another way than just destroying these statues. I mean, they were individuals. Or it represents the individuals in this person's mind. So, we're gonna have to... Is there...
The rock.
Is there a way we could convey something to these statues or something? Because if we're going to be fighting statues and then more reapers later on, it's just going to be a lot of work. I look to everyone like, well,
If
I
we're
guess...
prepared to fight them, we might be able to give ourselves a significant edge, I think.
Right. Well, alright then. I'm going back to the corner of the room. Ready when you are.
Perhaps best, maybe Silchus grab this one. Perhaps there's a bit of logic with your first assumption. It only reacted, perhaps because it wasn't a warrior to grab this one.
Oh, it's a possibility. If the dwarf had a hammer, may have been a warrior, but it may also have been a cleric.
Oh, that's... I didn't actually think of that. I mean, it makes strange sense. Like, why would you have... I mean, in common sense, true, there will always be, like, more warriors. But if you're thinking, like, a classic adventurers, you would have the warrior, which is either a barbarian or a fighter, the mage, the monk, and the cleric. So...
Although that does beg the question of... We haven't seen a fifth one. There's no... we haven't seen another statue, but there's no... She kind of glances at Gen again.
The rogue?
Ruffian?
Yes, there's no ruffian that we've seen.
Wait, you say there's a fifth.
No, we haven't seen it. We haven't seen a fifth, but... Well, we have clerics, a wizard,
Maybe.
a monk, so on and so forth.
What if the fifth one, if there's a fifth member, what if that's what the dream is about? This might be who it is. The rogue.
Oh.
The one who survived, who witnessed all their compatriot dies and is haunted by that image. If you're a rogue, the best chance if you're the last survivor is to run away or hide.
So you think that one of the Versos, one of Lady Indra's family, is a roguish type?
Well, think of the scenes we... Sorry.
No,
knowing my knowledge of the Koryo underworld, do I know of any water genasi person?
I mean, no, not you. You don't know every thief.
Right. But does like a
But it's not too uncommon, as you already know from one particular noble lady of your that you have a passing relationship with. That it's not too uncommon from other noble families to loan or have their children be trained as like thieves and assassins by the Entombed Bastion. So it's not impossible.
I mean, I'm only, like, what I'm understanding that each of these dimensions is based on a person's dream, their experience, their life. You said yourself, in your room, it was a winter place and it was about a wolf. That person may have a dark experience with winters and wolf in that dream. In here, we're saying instead is a massacre of a party members who was killed by a monster that slaughtered them. And yet, in this dream, that means if this person is having, it must indicate then this person was a survivor guilt, trauma, a roguish person who decided their last aspiration was to hide and survive, but is forever guilted by the fear of that event, the trauma of it.
Does any of this change the fact that we should have Seltris grab this one?
We
Doesn't
can
hurt to
try.
No,
It's-
I don't think it does. So
Alright.
Seltris reaches up, takes the black gem from its hand. The statue shifts and moves, folding its hands in front of him and bowing, and otherwise does
Damn.
not move.
Holy
Nice
shit.
one, new guy.
And
Dang.
with that, that's where we're going to end today's session.
Oh, shit.
Uh,
I was just only basing on the logic of the statue's position.